And I just realized I had my mic muted the whole time. So once again, hello everybody. This is something a little bit different. SNS on ORN. Saturday Night Shootout. Yes. This is going to be fun. This is something new for myself.
Since this is a little bit off the cuff, I just want to point out that before you had your mic muted, we had 5 people, and then once you unmuted, we immediately shot up to 9.
Well, you know, I all I saw in chat was Jason say, "Better not have any mics muted." I went, "Uh-oh."
Well, this is a little bit off the cuff, but this is an opportunity that we've been looking forward to for a while, just getting more opportunities than the people that we already had connections with. So this is going to be a doubleheader tonight. We have Daytona first. We were going to do Zombie Spaceport, which is another plate track of sorts, but they had problems with the track, so they decided to go to Daytona, and then Talladega immediately afterwards. Jacob will be doing the main commentary for Daytona, but as the evening goes on, maybe I'll chime in for the lead commentary, which will also be good practice for next weekend, next Friday, NMRC for their Talladega race, where I will be doing lead commentary as well with Trace Ryder in the booth with me.
So yeah,
I hope you guys can join us there.
Right now, we're just waiting for qualifying to begin.
Yes,
They're doing their drivers meeting
right now.
A very long time doing it.
Well, there's a lot of rules and regulations in the ISRA rule book, so they have to get through as much as they can, make sure everybody understands, and hopefully we get a good showing here.
Yeah, this will be this will be fun. This is something that we have not done before. Something that I'm not in, like, something that both of us aren't in and have raced in before. We've all raced in, or we both raced in ARL, we both raced in ORL, we both raced in NMRC. Well, at least I have. You've kind of been there. Knockos will be the other thing that will be new, but we at least know the people very well, both of us, that run it. So this was something that was sprung on us right after the ARL race stream ended.
But it's okay. I know a lot of these people here, and I know them as very clean racers, so we're gonna have a good showing. And one of the things that is going to create some excitement, and I think this was what Greg was intending on, was a new rule that was implemented about a month ago, around there. It was called it's called the low lining rule. Mm-hmm. And essentially what it is that cars before the last lap must stay one lane above the low line, to not, like, hog the lead or just, like, follow the train and everything. It's mainly just to spruce up the racing a little bit, and also prevent a lot of unnecessary stuff that has happened during the races. Now, there's a lot of controversy behind it, but I think that for a broadcast standpoint, this is going to be a fantastic race.
I think you're going to see a lot of close racing, maybe a little too close, and that's when things could get interesting. But nevertheless, I don't think anybody is going to leave this stream disappointed in what they see. I have a feeling this is going to be a lot better than what we may see tomorrow. I'm sure it'll be better than what we've seen so far this weekend, real Talladega, with some really bad racing. Just single file, nobody can pass. And I'm hoping this will change everything, and this will kind of improve the mood that's been set with Super Speedway. So we'll see what happens here.
Indeed. And one of the things about Super Speedway racing is protecting your lead, and that's a big part of it. So there's been a lot of people that are concerned that it's going to impact just the quality of racing. But from a broadcast standpoint, I think we're in for a good showing. And I know these guys, again, as clean racers, they know what they're doing. So we'll see how it goes. 9 viewers right now as we go into qualifying, and I'm really happy because we did not have as many as we did for the NMRC broadcast, which was to be expected. But this is a pretty good showing for a Super Speedway.
Yes, so. Indeed. And you notice I just switched over to the to the race right now as we, as Jimmy said,
Watch
qualifying just
come
started.
through.
So we will see this timing come through live. And I just want to make sure that that doesn't stick out. Okay, it doesn't. We're good. Just want to
Now
make sure
remember, this was kind of sprung on us last minute, so it might seem a little bit unprepared. But I think by the Talladega race, everything will be secure.
I think we'll be used to it.
Yeah. And who knows? Maybe after this, we'll be able to get more opportunities like this to commentate for SNS and other ISRA events. But that is to be determined. Right now, we are doing Daytona and Talladega tonight. This is going to be a long stream. This is going to be a very long stream.
Yeah, we'll be here for a while.
And I guess I should emphasize on some of the points of ISRL. That's a little bit different than what we've been covering. There will be stages. Well, one stage in each race. This will come out around 20 laps or so in the session. It will be 20 at lap 20 at Daytona, and then somewhere around that ballpark for Talladega. So that will be interesting. Mm-hmm. That will shake up a little bit, allow people to get fuel, but they will still not make it with fuel at the end. So they will have to make one more pit stop, ideally under green flag conditions. So that could very well shape the way that this goes.
Should we go out and retire? To move this along faster, or no? Or...
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So right now, let's see. Well, that just changed again. So Jamie Pintor is now on the top spot, followed by Jonathan Fjeld, Sean Fay, Johnny Gardner, Steve Powers, Bob Sire, Jonathan Fitzwater, Christian Torres, David Alvarez,
Dante Ricky,
who's in the
317.
317. Oh, and Greg Irwin
Lemke,
goes to the top.
And Cameron Reichenbach. Those are the people
Andrew
there.
Lemke
Greg Irwin
moves up into second. Reichenbach all the way in the back.
The owner of ISRL moves up.
And
Christian Torres in the 4 to second.
This is more exciting than pack qualifying any day of the week. I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, I think that's where the field is going to be set.
Field, yeah.
There's a little bit of a look at the chat.
Yeah, just.
But
kind of waiting for that clock to run down.
we've got 15 drivers here, at least that qualified. I believe we have a little more out there. Yes, I believe so. Yes, we have no, actually,
I count 15.
I think we're gonna have about 15 cars. So.
Yep, and here we are. Yeah, 15 exactly. So
this is going to be a long broadcast, but I can assure you that it's going to be fun.
And it looks like they're going to take their happy hour time. So in all reality, we could have. Oh, Fjeld left.
Probably just to do something real quick.
Yeah, he'll probably be back. But
he has qualified, so
it looks like everybody will pit party here.
As long as he gets in within.
So we'll get a little bit of action here in happy hour as somebody is stuck inside somebody else.
Yep, that's Daytona to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how you get into that predicament. Well, I guess I do know. There they go.
And they just took somebody else out. That was Johnny that they hit on pit road. Here they come up to speed.
Manuel Hartnett leads them down.
Fitzwater on the outside. You've got the 22 John Greed to the inside. Then the 36. Is that Lemke? No.
Nope, that is Cameron Reichenbach.
Yeah, that's Reichenbach.
Then Jamie Pinter behind in the 27. Powers in the 7. Then Bob Sire, Johnny Gardner, Christian Torres, Andrew Lemke in the 13.
Yeah,
and then that goes right back up to the 5.
Notice how Jimmy will know what he's talking about in these next two races, where some of these drivers I know, some of them I don't, and some of these names I also don't know.
I'll help him out. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We might do some MRN style broadcasting at some point if I can ever learn enough names. Oh, and they're gonna die here in the tri-oval. John Greed almost got turned by Fitzwater.
Yeah. Hartnett's still out in front. Cameron Reichenbach shuffled to the outside. That'll bring the 27 up to 4th place. And he is right on the back bumper of that 05. Wow.
Reichenbach getting moved around might allow Steve Powers in that 7 to move his way up closer to the pack. And I'm missing the
Reichenbacher, just like popcorn.
27. And now we're going double file for the lead. Here comes Greed to the outside with Fitzwater. And help on the inside.
It's pretty much ISRL versus R&R here.
Here they come off the corner. Hartnett is coming to pit road, and Greed will get to the line first. However,
some of these guys might be doing some pit
he will not have the fastest lap.
Here.
The fastest.
Whoa, there we go. Around
Fitzwater gets turned.
And
Keeps it out of the inside wall. Greed back up into the wall.
Whoa!
Everybody else gets by.
Pack.
Right now, Christian Torres has the fastest lap of the session, followed by the 7. So here's Gardner going to the inside of Sire.
And up through the... Wow, what a
run. They're going to go 3, 4 wide, and Gardner gets turned. Gardner up and over, a big crash off turn 4. Torres catches the air. Slams hard into the inside wall. Another car goes around. That's Reichenbach. And Gardner almost flips it over.
Imagine seeing this during the race.
That'd be a big one. And there you see Greg Irwin. He's on pit road. The only other 2 cars on the racetrack right now are Steve Powers. We've got Jamie Pintor. We've got Fitzwater. And we've got the 13 of Andrew Lemke. Those are the only cars on the track. As, yes, this is happy hour, and we're in the final minute and a half. So we're almost ready to go, and I guess that means I should probably pull up the remote here to take care of the flags. Here they come side by side off the corner. And
to the inside.
Oh, Fitzwater gets turned around off the bumper. And
into the fence.
Reichenbach was in the way. One car goes flying 50 feet in the air. 4 different cars go upside down in the tri-oval and headed for turn 1. Goodness. A vicious crash.
I know I said earlier that these drivers were clean. not during practice, apparently. This is happy hour, but it's the same thing, whatever.
Oh, and here's a big pit party. We've got 7 or 8 cars here. One car gets punted. I believe it's Jamie Pintor.
We've got 36 left in the...
No, that's Fjeld.
Yep.
In the 59. Here's Gardner. He moves up to 4th. Alvarez 3rd. You've got, I believe that's Bob Sire there in the 27. Yes, it is. And then Fitzwater leads the pack. Another car out ahead. That's Reichenbach.
Yep. They'll be catching up to him here.
And it looks like Reichenbach will hold up on the outside line. Everybody gets through single file on the bottom. Here's Alvarez to the bottom. A little bit of bumper grab. He hangs onto it for now. And up on the outside line, Sire and Gardner trying to work together as practice has now ended as they come off the corner.
They've got 40 seconds here.
They're going to go 3 wide. Who's that shooting on the bottom? He's got help from Fjeld. Here comes Hart's net.
For
second at the line, and one car gets in the wall. It's Sire. He turns around Alvarez, and everybody's around. One car upside down. It's Fitzwater. He comes up into the 27. The 59 comes back up and takes out Gardner. He's upside down. A vicious crash in turn 1, and Hartnett is upside down. Another car around. That is Dante Risi.
Nope, Ricky.
Ricky, darn it.
It's a learning process.
Thank you.
I understand. And somebody's going backwards. That is not a good idea. What? Okay.
Final 30 seconds here in happy hour until we get this thing underway. I don't know what in the world the 59
and 05 are doing, but okay.
Here's
Andrew Lemke and Jamie Pintor are still out on the track, and they're about to wreck each other. Whoa! Almost gets hit by the 4, Christian Torres. Wow.
Only 3 cars left on the racetrack. It's Lemke, Pintor, yes, and Torres.
Yep.
And I apologize in advance for all of the names that I screw up. So we go to the backstretch, which is where the field is.
Just like I told these boys in the meeting, we don't need anything over the top today.
I guess we should go out and retire, huh?
We got a good pit crew. All we got to do is just everybody carry.
Yeah. Standard fare.
I mean, we still can't really do much because of the server being in here. But there's Torres, and then on the inside is Greg Irwin.
start your engines!
All right, Jimmy, take us through the starting lineup, please.
Okay, here we go. Greg Irwin out in front with Christian Torres. They make up your front row. Then Andrew Lemke and Jamie Pintor round out third and fourth. Jonathan Field, Emmanuel Hartnett, Sean Fay, Johnny Gardner, Sean Powers, I think. Maybe. Bob Sire.
Steve Powers, I'm sorry.
Steve Powers, it's one of those.
Oh, we got trouble.
Already?
Yes. Gardner got turned around by Sire.
I believe that will be a restart. Sire's just stuck in the grass.
Oh, and now Torres, yep, and Irwin's upside down.
Yeah.
Everybody's in a big pile coming off turn 4, and we're going to do this song and dance again.
Yep.
Love
That's what they do.
That.
Whenever they're doing a restart, they decide to wreck them up.
They just grenade the whole field. There we go.
Okay.
So we'll try this once more once we get the command to fire the engine.
Just like I told these boys in the meeting, we don't need anything over the top today. We got a good
All right, so let me show you the starting
lineup
lineup here once everybody gets in.
We'll be just fine at the end of this thing. 10-4. Feel, bud.
Here we go. Maybe.
Not quite. Well, all right. Let me just go off the starting lineup here.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Okay. So, Greg Irwin out in front, followed by Christian Torres, Andrew Lemke, Jamie Pintor, Jonathan Field, Emmanuel Hartnett, Sean Fay, Johnny Gardner, Steve Powers, Bob Sire, Jonathan Fitzwater, David Alvarez, Dante Rickey, John Greed, Cameron Reichenbach to round out the field. And that is your 15 field for this race. He got a car in the 317 for some odd reason, but I don't think that that's a concern. Well, I can at least see
this car kind of, sort of. So we've got 15 cars, 50 laps. You said something about lap 20?
Yep, we have a stage at lap 20, so that's when the caution will be thrown at that point. So here we go.
Boy, are you excited? Because I know I am.
I'm ready. I'm ready. We got 8
this is it.
Here.
This.
Hope everybody out there has a great time watching.
I'm gonna take a lead Diffie here. It's time to bring the action. They're in the restart zone. The green flag is up. We're underway. SNS at Daytona.
And Greg Irwin is blinking out of existence.
Yes, that's why I decided to move to the 4 car. Here they come through turn 1. And it looks like it's Irwin for now, but here comes Lemke on the bottom.
Coming up to second place, he's got Field behind him.
Yep, as is Fay and Gardner. The pack stays double wide except for the leader. They come onto the backstretch for the first time today.
And there you see that low lining rule coming into effect.
Leave that bottom open.
Now, people are still able to move down there, but just not the leader.
Yeah. You see him leaving that room. If anybody wants it, they can get it. Field moves up and almost turned Sire. Here they come off the corner.
That's another thing. They can low line in the turns. That is a thing. So
coming to the line, and Greg Irwin leads the opening lap here at Daytona. 49 laps to go.
No surprise there. He's pretty much one of the best people in SNS. And he also owns it, so kind of makes sense in that regard. Torres and Pintor still working together on the outside.
Torres got a little loose. Hangs onto it for now. The field is still double wide except for the leader, who stays out in front of Lemke for now. He may move to the outside if they get enough help, but for now they've just stuck even at second place.
Lemke's a little bit free there.
Lemke moves to the outside, trying to get a run.
Move.
He's going to get the push from Torres here in the tri-oval, all over the back bumper.
Whoa, right on the back bumper. I don't like that.
Field slid up a little bit. Sire almost caught the wall coming out of the tri-oval. And back to turn 1 they go.
And here comes the 13. Going to try to make a run on
Field looks like he's trying to make a move. The 27 moving around in the pack. He looks like he wants to try and go up the middle. But I think right now he realizes it's lap 3 and it's a little too early to start making bold moves like that and going up the middle. Down the backstretch they go. The top two single file. Everybody double file the whole way through the pack. As that outside line has drawn even.
The outside does not have the help that the inside has, but they're still able to keep up there. They're a little more organized. As you can see, definitely from that camera angle, but they're a little bit more organized in the bottom. So they're able to get more draft. Brings them up there.
Irwin will lead that lap barely, but now Lemke gets ahead going into turn 1, and he's going to force his way down on top of the nose of Irwin and take the lead.
That might ruffle some feathers here later on. Might want to be careful about that.
Down
Everybody
the
goes
backstretch, everybody is blinking like a madman. Down the backstretch, here they come. Irwin gets a big push from Fjeld. He's on the inside. They're side by side.
Whoa!
Torres got into Lemke and almost turned him. They're going to go 3 wide in turn 3. Torres had to jolt to the inside. He had nowhere to go. Here comes the 27 behind them of Pintor. 3 wide heading into the tri-oval. This is going to be bad right here. You got Fay on the inside and Torres stuck in the middle. They hang on for now.
Oh, car in the wall. That was the 27.
That was Pintor.
They hang on to it for now.
4 laps complete, and Torres squeezes his way into the outside line. And now Lemke thinks about going to the bottom. The top 4 single file in that outside line is taking a beating early on.
And all that did was open up the
here comes the bottom.
59 to take over the lead with Sean Fay.
Irwin moves up, and here comes Fjeld and Fay to the front. Lemke in third. And on that inside line, that bright blue 82, that's Johnny Gardner. Meanwhile, here comes Torres to the outside of Irwin off the corner. 3 wide, they can't make it happen. And they stay 2 by 2, and Torres almost gets turned by Hartnett.
Like a bull through a cape. Torres, right to the inside.
5 laps complete. Here comes Fitzwater now. He pulls out from the inside. He goes to the outside line looking for help. But meanwhile, Nicky will go underneath in the 317, and Reichenbach will follow coming off the corner. Gardner bounces off the wall, but I think that was just a little bit of weird internet.
Yeah, that seems to be a theme with some of these guys. It's mainly David Alvarez, Greg Irwin, and Pintor, but it seems like a lot of those guys have found their way to the back, so they're not going to be affecting too much right now.
Lemke to the bottom for the lead. He's got it. Fjeld gave him the spot. Here's Nicky now on the back bumper. Reichenbach helping them. Reichenbach, excuse me. Here they come to the line, side by side. Lemke will lead that lap, but Nicky is right behind him and will take the spot going into turn 1.
Inside.
Why, did I say it wrong?
Yeah, you said Nicky instead of Ricky. It's okay.
Is it really? It is Ricky.
Yeah.
Dante Ricky. Hello. Okay. They move up to the outside. Here comes Reichenbach to the inside.
Because they can't low line.
Help from Torres and from Hartnett. Alvarez behind him as well. 4 cars on the inside line. Sire makes his way up as Fitzwater caught the outside wall in the middle of turn 3. Here they come off the corner.
Reichenbach out in front. Here comes Pintor to the outside, trying to make the outside work.
This field is shuffling around a lot. Reichenbach, your leader here at Daytona, with 7 laps complete.
Got Torres right on his back bumper. Hartnett in that 3rd position.
Hartnett looks to the outside. Alvarez looking underneath. He's got help from Sire. John Greed comes into the picture with Pintor. That's for the first time all day that we've mentioned his name on the broadcast during the race. And here comes Sire with help from Alvarez on the inside. Looks like Sire will take it. Check that. That's Torres. I'm sorry. Christian Torres goes out in front now at Daytona with Alvarez hitting the apron all over the place.
Yeah,
behind him in second.
It's that internet.
Yeah, it may also be that keyboard, too. Here they come back to the stripe. 8 laps complete.
One thing about racing with keyboard is that you need a lot of steering assist, so he's not really hitting that arrow too much.
Mm-hmm.
Off of turn 2. David stays glued to the back bumper of the floor.
Down the back stretch, the top 2 single file, everybody else double file.
Outside's trying to get something forming here.
And you see the bottom 3 really pushing hard, just trying to get something going. You see Pintor moving from the outside to the inside line. That's only going to help the leaders.
Off of turn 4. They get such a run off of turn 2 and turn 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
they
gives
just gotta
that
have
outside
a place
line.
to go with it.
Well, usually that goes to the outside line, but right now they don't have much help, so they're not able to get as big of a run as they would if they had some more help. If anything's going to happen on the outside, it's going to have to happen up in the front.
Sean Fay moves back up into 4th place. Pintor behind him. Pintor now moves up to the outside and becomes the leader at the top side. And that's Hartnett coming down to the inside trying to bail out.
Goes down low. Here comes Pintor. Moves up.
Pintor almost got hooked by Reichenbach in the center of the corner. That got close. Here comes Alvarez
David,
to the bottom.
inside.
He's got help from Sire. Fay goes to the outside to give Torres some help to the line. Alvarez will lead that lap.
Got it. By 1/100th of a second.
10 laps
but the
complete.
outside
We're
line
halfway to the
is formed
stage
back
break.
up.
Here they come through turn 2. Everybody
There's
survives. The outside line losing a little bit of help. Sire helping Alvarez on the bottom. Fay helping Torres on the outside.
David handling it pretty well, but the 4 still putting on the pressure on the outside.
Yeah, Lemke there with John Greaves trying to help on that inside line, push their way towards the front. The outside line, the inside line, basically with the same amount of cars, even though it's an odd amount of cars in the field.
The outside is fragmenting. That's going to hurt their performance.
Yep.
Going to allow
Fall
the
back towards the
027
rear.
to move up. And
See
here comes
where
Andrew
Sire
Lemke.
decides to go.
Back to
Lemke
third.
trying to go somewhere as well.
Whoa,
Oh,
three.
trouble!
Oh, there they go around.
Come on.
Car around, multiple cars.
Oh, one
involved.
car upside
one car
down.
upside down.
Pintor.
The
Cameron
yellow is out. They will
Reichenbach
not
is
be
in the
racing
wall.
back.
Powers
Not
is
racing back.
around. Greg Irwin may have gotten a piece of it. The caution is out. There's still 3 wide down the backstretch.
They will not be
As
racing
now the
back.
caution has come out, we've got at least one car that had to tow, and it's Pintor, who flipped over in turn 1.
It looks like a block gone wrong.
I think he bumper grabbed off of... It looks like he got into the back of Greed, slid up the racetrack, and Reichenbach just got into him.
And
the
then the
27
7
went
plowed into
around,
him and
caught
turned him over.
the 36, and then the 7 had nowhere to go. Drove through the 27's door, which is what sent him over. Greg Irwin got a piece of it. Looks like Field may have, yes, just caught the 36, but was able to save it. A great job for him. But a wild ride for Pintor. He went up and over multiple times. His car now rests. Oh, trouble! Backstretch!
Oh, no!
Oh,
Multiple
David's
cars.
upside down!
What is happening? The
Sire is
027
upside down.
The 027 lost control in the backstretch and
He
just
lost
came down
it, and the 2 leaders, first and second, take each other out under caution.
What in the world?
Sire went up and hit the wall and came up into Lemke, too. That's the top 3.
What in the world?
Sire hit the outside wall, came down the racetrack, lost control, turned David upside down, came back up, got on the brakes, and got into Lemke. You've got to wonder how much damage they have now.
Oh, man,
And it
there's
looks
a lot
like
of damage
Alvarez
to
has a
David.
lot of damage.
Man. I don't know what that was all
We're
about.
12 laps complete, and the top 3 just took each other out under caution.
Oh, my goodness.
8 laps away from the stage break. It'll be
I don't
7
even know
this
how that
time
could
by.
happen.
And here they come onto pit road.
Do you think maybe the 027 was trying to maybe slow down and just couldn't?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I
don't
just
know how
got
you
to the
can do
backstretch
that.
and all of a sudden the leaders were upside down. Couldn't tell you. All I know is David's going to be pretty much out of contention. This is realistic damage, right?
This is moderate. So
Okay, so he may not be
might
too
good.
bad. And
It's not as bad
Faye,
as it could be.
I
He
don't know
might
what
still be out of
Sean did, but
contention.
he's already off pit road.
I think that if that was realistic damage, they would that he would be out completely. But
And it looks
David will
like
still be able to continue.
Sean
I
just
don't
went
know.
and got fuel. Sean did a fuel-only stop. So
I
he
mean,
gets off
fuel
pit
is the
road
only-
first.
Well, these tracks are really gripped up, so the tire wear isn't nearly as immense. So you can get away with not taking tires. Fuel
Here's
is
your-
really all you need.
Here's
But
your
Bob
top
Sire-
4. Sire, Ricky, Irwin, Faye, and then Fitzwater will be 5th as he was 2nd off of pit road.
That was weird. Well, Sire apologized in chat to the 68. Looks like the 22 has an EOLL penalty, or
So-
maybe it's voluntary.
He'll go to the end of the longest line.
A lot of people don't usually do voluntary EOLs just to get out of the way if they know that they're not really strong on restarts.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's necessarily a penalty because the the pit road speed is shut up, is 70.
Speed road.
Really? We're gonna do this? All right. Okay, Dante Nicky.
Yeah, well, you know, at least I know. At least I've had more familiarity with pit road than him. Sire and Irwin will come onto pit road, as will Lemke. So that will put
Ricky out in front.
Dante Ricky out in front, followed by Fay, then Fitzwater, Torres, Gardner. That is Hartnett, Fjeld, Alvarez, Reichenbach without a rear bumper. We've got Steve Powers back there and John Greed. And then the other 3 cars are on pit road. Plus, Pintor is still on track. I can't imagine it's going to run at full power, but he is staying out on this racetrack. I guess he thinks he's got a shot.
Well, the lights are still on the pace car.
Yeah, I'm assuming next time by we'll get the one to go. They should be coming off
this time. Yes.
Yep.
So we might be having about a 4-lap shootout
for the stage
until the end of the stage.
And then we've got another 30 laps to go from there.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily a long race. Now, a lot of these guys are going to be looking for some redemption at Talladega. Now, the reason why they had the doubleheader was because of the Easter weekend, and it was not planned ahead of time that would be happening. So there was a vote, and so they decided to do a doubleheader for tonight.
Wild. Well, for all 7 of those that I can see that are watching, we appreciate that you are. At this late of an hour, I know some are yelling, it's not that late, but for some of us, it pretty much is for this. We appreciate that you're watching and supporting us. Yes.
I'm getting word that the 68 has engine trouble, so he's probably not going to be in contention, as well as the 27 of Jamie Pintor.
That's what I would think. If you flip over in a stock car, I would think you're pretty much out of contention for a win, unless your name is Christopher Rowan with New Smyrna, but you know.
Yeah. Lights are out on the pace car.
That is Bob Sire, Kiani, in the 027. So we will have 4 laps to go here on this restart, yeah. And I did see some cars come onto pit road. John Greed, Bob Sire, Greg Irwin, and the 68, that is David Alvarez. So
and now
Dante Nicky will lead us down to the restart. Go ahead.
That is a strategy that some people do in this league. They'll pit at the last lap of the caution just to top off on fuel, make sure that they're better off than most of the people on the track. Sometimes everybody goes down and, you know, everybody just kind of seems like clowns. But we saw a couple of people doing that, but mainly people who were involved in that wreck. So it does not look like that was necessarily strategic, just trying to make sure that they can get everything repaired as they can. Make sure that they aren't completely out of contention. I believe the 8 will be all right. Everybody but the 27 of Jamie Pintor and David Alvarez right now should be good.
And Reichenbach may have a little bit of damage. Now, Pintor is 1 lap down. Well, I could see them getting the lucky dog on the next caution at the stage break, if they even do that. I'm not quite sure. So, 4 laps here on this restart left in this stage, and then we will go for the final 30 or so, maybe a little less than that. But it is Dante Nicky, Sean Fay, the top 2, Jonathan Fitzwater, Christian Torres, Johnny Gardner, your top 5 as they come back into the restart zone. And the green flag is back in the air. Here we go, green flag.
Jonathan Fitzwater, one of those guys that was about mid-pack there, moves up to 3rd.
Yeah, Fitzwater has a very strong car. I'll look forward to see what he can do here coming to the end of the stage. The field through turns 1 and 2. And Ricky pulls out ahead as they come off the corner.
4 laps until the end of the stage, coming into 3 this time.
Fitzwater came up right in front of Fay. That outside line kind of had to check up.
That was a little bit sketchy.
Here comes Gardner to the bottom.
Wow, what a run he's got.
For the lead, he's got help from Fjeld and Hartnett.
My goodness,
Here
what
they
a
come.
run.
3 laps to go. That inside line's got a lot of momentum. 7 cars versus 3. Who's going to win? I'm going to go with a 7. I don't know about you.
I don't know. Maybe the outside will form up here. Oh, wow. Look at that aggressive move by the 59.
Johnny got a little bit loose. Here comes Fjeld to the inside. Hartnett's going to follow, as does Torres. They almost got into each other coming off the turn 2.
They move up to the outside line. That's going to open up the door for the 83 to make a run here through the turns.
Through turn 3 and 4, you see Reichenbach there on the inside.
Man.
He's still staying together. We're now doing the Dale Jr. line here at Daytona.
Looking like Tyler Reddick in today's race at Talladega.
2 laps to go.
So the end of the stage. Here
Fjeld
comes
got a little
Hartnett.
sideways. Whoo, boy. So now the outside line has the better momentum, but for how long will this last?
Yeah,
Hartnett still getting help from Torres. And now here comes Powers to the inside. Move Hartnett to the front off turn 2.
Down the backstretch.
And Fitzwater
82.
goes to the bottom as well. As does Greg
They're
Irwin.
about even.
Gardner still out ahead. Ricky trying to help Fjeld push Gardner. And here they come. White flag. Even though they don't do white flags for the stage. 1 more lap to go in stage 1 here at Daytona. Hartnett out in front by half a car.
82's going to fight back. They get the good runs there.
Looks like Hartnett's got a little more help on the bottom.
Will we see some pinching?
Since Greed went to the bottom, it looks like he's going to help. What will Torres try to do to get the stage win?
Off of the corner.
We know he's aggressive and he's got a strong car. Here they come.
Oh, they're getting the run on the outside. Look at that.
Big run, but they lost another car on the outside.
Not quite.
Torres thought about using the middle line, thinks better of it. Now Powers thinks about using the middle line. Here they come off the corner. Hartnett has all the room in the world. Here they come off turn 4 to the stage. Green and white checkered flag.
And Hartnett.
Hartnett will win stage 1 at Daytona, and the caution is back out. Emmanuel Hartnett.
One of those Black Diamond Racing cars. One of those teams that everybody knows for being really good at super speedways. No surprise there. Stage win. And they will try to catch up to the line and then catch up to the pace car.
Pace car, yeah.
They're just not racing back. They're just going to get into their orders and then go at about a moderate speed.
Yep.
Man, that was good.
Yeah.
But we've still got more than half of this race left.
I was going to say, the whole field hasn't died yet. We know that there's still plenty more of this race left.
We had about a third of it, but see.
Trying to catch up to the pace cars. They come off turn 2. There
I
it is.
expect everybody to go down pit road this time.
Yeah, just to try and get them somewhere close to the end of the race, and I'm pretty sure they're all expecting for a big wreck to happen late. However,
And
some may choose to do
get a lap back.
Some may choose to do the green flag pit stop strategy as well.
Well, they have to. They're not going to be able to make it. I can guarantee you.
Yep.
So, with this pit stop here, they still won't be able to make it on fuel. Tires is not a factor whatsoever. The grip levels are too high for there really to be any tire wear issues. So they should be good on that front. As they come through turn 4, everybody should be coming down to pit road this time, or at least within this caution period. If they don't, I have no idea what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I was
looks
about
like
to
Greg
say.
Irwin might stay out here. Yeah, Greg is going to stay out. As
Maybe
does
he's gonna do
Alvarez
the last
and
lap
Pintor.
strategy. Maybe do the last lap strategy of the caution period.
Possibly. So let's take a look at the race off pit road here.
Pit lane 1. See the line down there?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we'll be looking at. And
Torres gets off pit road first. Only 2 tires for him. Others going with 4. There goes Hartnett and Greed.
John Greed, wow.
Fjeld,
what an advancement for
Gardner,
him.
and everybody
12th.
else.
He was 12th at the line.
And the traditional
and
Greg Irwin inside the pace car here through turn 2.
The 22 just made up 9 spots on pit road with that move.
Yeah, he kind of fell back there at the end of the stage. As he was kind of pushing any way he could between the outside and the inside lines.
We should see these top 3 right here go down pit road as well. The
Sooner
8,
or later,
the 27, and the 68. The 27 did not go down because he was a lap car. The 68, knowing David, uses that strategy quite a bit, so he's probably doing the exact same, even though that his race really is not going to be helped with that. But he does have a chance at redemption tonight at Talladega. At the conclusion of this race, we'll take about a 5 to 10 minute breather, and we'll be right back in the action.
And we will stay on stream for that 5-minute breather.
I believe I will be taking over for lead commentary at that point.
Yeah, you take it.
Give your voice a little break
it.
there. Although I've been kind of sharing that duty right now. I kind of noticed that.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
So, Pintor will come onto pit road.
And Greg Irwin is messing around with Brett Bodine there.
Yeah, just giving a nice little hospital visit to Brett Bodine inside the pace car, you know. I think he's asking him
Hanging
if
out
the
with him.
track is wet, you know, something like that.
Well, that was a clean finish to that stage, and caution laps do count. So we will have just a little under 30 to go.
Yes,
Lights are still out on the pace car. And we will get them off, I believe, this time around. And if Greg Irwin decides to stay out, which I know the 68 won't, if Greg Irwin stays out, that's going to be interesting.
A little bit, yeah.
But I doubt it. I really doubt it, because you're going to have to make the stop anyways.
Yeah.
You might as well top off right now. Because then he'll have to pit earlier than all these other guys.
Unless he's banking on an early yellow.
Oh, I'm sure everybody
is
is.
Possible, but I think we'll see a lot of these drivers come in and top off here on this.
I've seen stranger
last
things
stop.
happen at Daytona.
Yeah, how many cars in the catch fence per year?
On NR, about 27.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to see the whole field.
And by year, I mean month. So.
And by month, you mean week. And by week, you mean day. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. Onward and onward,
Let's see. How many are going to come? Looks
Everybody?
Like Pintor will stay out. Greed
John
will
Greed
stay out.
stays out.
Fjeld comes in.
He faked out.
Power stays out. And Faye stays out. Everybody else. Pintor stays out as well. Everybody else is topping off as we get the one to go.
And John Greed went from 12th at the time of caution to the
And
front
he's now
row.
leading because of his strategy call. He probably only took fuel on pit road.
And that was probably a points strategy there, just try to lead something. I don't believe that you get any bonuses for leading your first lap, but that's still something to go towards his record.
Yeah, you
at
would know more
least.
than I would, but
I haven't raced too much SMS
yeah, well,
for reasons. Wink, wink. Greg Irwin. But John
half a lap
Greed
to
out
green.
in front. Steve Powers in the 7.
And Sean in the 24.
Third. And then I have no idea what in the world is happening back here. So, oh, the 27 is going to the back because he will be getting the lucky dog. He'll go back.
So move
Okay.
Fjeld
So
up
the
in
59, the fourth, and then Torres fifth.
Torres, Hartnett,
sixth.
Reichenbach, Gardner, Lemke, Alvarez, Irwin, Pintor, Ricky. Fitzwater's still in turn 2. I don't think he'll make it for the start.
Unless he miraculously gets here at 200 miles an hour and pulls a Kyle Busch. Here comes the pace car.
He's just got to turn 3, so I don't think he's gonna make it.
Probably not.
Pace car's in. They've got 25 laps to go. Here's the restart. Green flag.
Fitzwater just got out of 4, so we'll see if he can get up
Well,
there.
he'll catch up. Oh, they're 3 wide in the triangle already.
What in the
That
world
was
happened
Fjeld
there?
going under Powers. And Fjeld just goes right to the inside line. Here they go to turn 1.
And Faye is free to second place.
Torres takes third away.
Oh, I'll tell you what, that gap's pretty big. They're going to get a huge run, and this is CTS physics. So the suck-up is immense. And look at this
They're
run
going
to
to go to
the outside.
the outside, and everybody's going to go with them. They're going to leave Greed in the dust.
Wow.
Oh, Torres got a big shot from Fjeld. And almost took Faye out in turn 3. I got worried there for a second.
And highlining is now a thing. Here they come off of 4.
Following
Will the 4
the
make a
leader,
move?
the leader.
Oh, here comes the
Here they go to
83.
the inside. Torres didn't know where to go, and now he's going to get
Moves
split.
up to the outside.
Now comes up in front of Fjeld.
I thought the 24 was going to get split there.
Yeah, and
but he keeps the
Hartnett
lead.
to the bottom. Gardner there to help. And Fjeld leaves Torres to drown out in the top side.
That 24 blends in with the track perfectly.
We go single file now, for the most part.
Just about.
Lemke trying to help on the outside.
Top 4 single file.
Soon to be top 5. And now Gardner goes
Here
to the
comes
outside. Greed going to follow. Fjeld going to follow.
And
Hartnett
drops back
looking
in
to
line.
follow. He will. Faye stays out in front
here
for
he goes
now.
to the
Here
outside.
comes Hartnett. Faye can't block. Gets turned from Gardner.
Oh, and a hard hit.
Oh, Greed got turned as well. He hangs onto it, but goes to the rear. There is no caution flag for Faye's crash.
Wow. What in the world happened there?
I think Faye went up to try and block Hartnett, got a little loose, had to check up, and Johnny tried to give him a good bump. It wasn't a good bump, and you're right, hard into the inside wall off turn 4. We're still green. They're 3 wide for the lead.
So I've been informed that there is a halfway bonus, which is 2 points, and Sean Fay took that.
And now he's lost the draft. They're still 3 wide. Hartnett stuck in the middle.
So if there's anything good to come out of that.
Fjeld out in front now. Irwin is second somehow.
After being caught up in that wreck.
Oh,
and he's,
Powers!
Oh my goodness, they had to get out
Right
of it.
up in front of Torres.
And look at that, Dante Ricky back up there to third place.
They are aggressive. And Greed has lost the draft.
Oh my goodness.
9 cars left in this main pack. Everybody else is out of it.
Now, we had an all-star race at Daytona, and, you kind of expect that to be a mess, but it really wasn't that bad until the end. But these guys, they're not waiting for the end.
And they still need to make another pit stop. Irwin to the front, Ricky second, Hartnett third, Torres fourth.
8 is still blinking, but I think he's good on the internet front. They should be pitting here with about when we get to 40 out of 50.
Hartnett to the outside, so we should see him pit 10 laps from now or so.
Around this area, around the 30 to 40 range, we should see pit stops starting to come into play.
Irwin out in front, Ricky second, Torres third for now. The inside line prevails, but for how long is the big question.
Well, they got it. Oh, looks like the A is going to give up his position. Here comes Ricky down to the inside.
Dante Ricky to the front.
Torres behind. Oh man.
So they're all single file.
They're probably waiting for the pit
Hartnett
stops
to the outside.
That's not going to do much.
Gardner thought about it, goes back to the inside. Here's Torres to the top, though.
They'll probably
Torres
fall
will
into
go for it.
they'll probably fall into perfect single file here for a while.
Oh!
Just so whoa.
Ricky caught the apron.
Yeah,
And
just so
Torres
that they
had to go to the outside.
can get a safe entry on pit road. But we'll see. 82
they're gonna
looks
go
underneath
three
the
wide.
7.
They're going 3 wide.
Gonna try to. The 7
7
shuts
came
the
down
door.
on him. Thank goodness.
That could
And
have
now
been big.
the 37 up by the top. Power slides up the hill, and Gardner almost went underneath him.
Coming to 19 to go. This time.
To the stripe. The inside line now only has 2 cars. It's Powers and Gardner. Now Gardner moves up, and the inside line is destroyed. And they stay on the top line.
Interesting.
Dale Jr. lane. Here at Daytona.
Usually see that at Talladega. Interesting.
Yeah, we also saw this in the 500.
Oh.
In the real 500. Here's Irwin to the inside. Hartnett's going to
And
follow.
Hartnett.
And here they come. The pack is really spread apart, this top 9. Oh, Torres got a little loose, almost turned Ricky around. Here they come to the stripe.
Yeah,
and
the
Dante
inside does
Ricky
not have
stays
much.
out ahead. What is this, a BR track or something? How on earth is this possible? Here's Gardner to the inside.
Well, the way that ISRL does their tracks, they try to make it as equal grooved as possible.
I like it.
So you can basically run wherever you want.
On the outside, here is Ricky. Pushed by Torres. On the inside, Gardner pushed by Hartnett. And Irwin's still blinking around.
Whoa,
Here's Torres.
Look at that run.
I don't know how we didn't turn Ricky, but Torres to the front.
Off of 4. Oh, man, that 82 is
Everybody
blinking.
is blinking. And here's
to the
Johnny
outside.
to the outside.
That's going to help out the outside, though. They
Yeah.
still got a lot of help.
And
It's if
it
that
looks like
13 moves
Lemke
down,
will
here
go
comes
with
the
them.
7.
Powers trying to hang on to the draft. 8 cars is all that's left here in the draft.
They're going to get a huge run off of 2.
Oh, trouble! Gardner gets turned into the wall, upside down.
Crash. Horrible crash. Oh, multiple cars
Oh,
involved.
that's Powers around. Fjeld
Oh,
upside
my
down.
goodness.
Ricky upside down. Rohrbacher
Multiple
just makes
cars.
through it.
Man, a
Reichenbach, excuse
terrible
me.
Crash.
Violent crash in turn 2. And it brings out the caution for the 3rd
And
time.
that is lucky for Sean Fay. He was almost about a lap down here. But he will stay on the lead lap.
Ricky has retired from the event. Already he knows the damage. Too much to try and repair. Violent crash. It's the big one with the amount of cars that we have. It all started. It just looks like it could have been an internet issue. That 82 just went around. It didn't even look like the 317 touched him.
It was netcode. That was a netcode issue.
And
We've seen
he
that
went around
many
almost
times.
like he blew a tire. And they had nowhere to go. Lemke, I think, somehow got through it. 317 hit him, got run into the wall by the 59. And the 13 did get a lot of damage. The 317 went upside down. The 59 rolled. They came down the racetrack, and poor Steve Powers had nowhere to go. He caught somebody in the windshield, then went up and hit the outside wall and spun down the racetrack. I think Johnny may have the least amount of damage in all of that. Fjeld's car is pretty much junked.
So
And we already know the 317 is out.
Let's explain another thing here. C's, I's, and F's. Well, not necessarily F's in this league, but C's and I's. So, C means that you caused it, and I means you are involved. Right now we have one I, which is from Jonathan Fjeld, and a C with a question mark, because not very sure, by Dante Ricky. I'm sure that will be clarified, and he'll probably take it. But it did not look like that it was any sort of issue on anybody's part. It was a netcode issue. But if you claim once, you get an EOL penalty for the restart. And if you do it again, you're out for SNS. In other leagues, sometimes it's a 3 in park, and this one is a 2 in park. So there is that.
So, 2 cars stayed out.
They're probably...
Alvarez and Pintor. Everybody else comes in for fuel and maybe
they're probably
tires.
gonna come in next time.
As this will put them to the end. Irwin, the first one off pit road.
It should. this should definitely bring them to the end with this pit stop.
Unreal.
This is actually a pretty good blessing for a lot of those guys.
Yeah.
At least the guys who are left. My goodness. We had a lot of guys involved there.
Yeah, 4 cars. That was half of the lead pack. As the lead pack was only 8 cars at the point of the crash.
I'll tell you what.
It took out the whole outside line. 5 cars were involved, actually, including Lemke. The whole outside line, and then Powers, who was lurking around in the back of the pack. And Bob Sire. He retired with a gearbox issue earlier on, so 2 cars are now out of this one with 15 laps to go.
Well, Ricky went off the track, so nobody else claimed. So I assume that he got the claim. He will have an EOL and export, but it's not going to really matter because he already retired. So everything will stay relatively calm.
Yeah.
So it looks like the 27 and 68 will be going down pit road this time. And I don't believe we will get the lights off now.
No, we should wait another lap here.
Hope everybody's having fun out there in ORN. At the end of this race, we will still be on the air. We will be taking a break until the Talladega race begins. So please stay tuned for that. Yeah, trees on the feed. All right, we're good. Pace car lights are still on, and the 68 still has not gone down, just waiting for that last lap, I guess. I don't see why else he would stay out. The 59 on the apron might be taking a wave around? Not quite sure. Huh. Don't know what that's all about. So, 37 of 50. It looks like that the 8 of Greg Irwin will be the leader after the 68 comes down pit road. Unless he doesn't for some reason. I don't see where that would help him. We'll see where he stands on that. But both cars are very blinky. Actually, check their internet standings here. Christian Torres is the only one who has gone over 200 ping. Looking at Greg Irwin, his quality is going down. That's why he has those ping issues. David Alvarez is pretty stable right now, actually. Yeah. And that's interesting because he usually is the one who's the blinkiest out of everybody. But
yeah,
not the case right now.
All right, sorry about that. Just needed to get a quick little break in there. I couldn't really wait till the end. So,
that's fine by me.
Okay. So
just a little practice before the
one
next
lap
race.
to green. Yes.
All right. Greg Irwin out in front. Andrew Lemke in second. Emmanuel Hartnett third. John Greed fourth.
Yep.
John Greed in one of the best positions he could be in for SNS.
Yeah.
And fourth. Christian Torres, one of the most dominant cars in this field right now, in fifth. And the rest of the pack has damage, has been caught up in wrecks pretty much, except for Jonathan Fitzwater. He had that weird start there, but he's going to be with the pack here, so he might be able to get up there. As long as he can navigate through some slow cars, get up there with the lead pack.
And we'll see if Fitzwater actually stays with the pack, as last time he kind of lost it.
I don't know what happened there.
I think he just took a while in pit road, kind of fell asleep behind the wheel. Didn't realize what he was doing. Meanwhile, here we come. We will have 12 laps to go. When we get the green flag, Irwin out in front, then Lemke, Hartnett, Greed, And that is Torres. That's your top 5. Then Reichenbach, Fay, yes, Fay. Let's see, behind him,
Steve Powers.
We've got Steve Powers. We've
Fjeld.
got Fjeld. We've got Gardner. We've got
Pintor, Fitzwater,
yes,
and Alvarez.
Fitzwater, Alvarez. Hello. Okay, let's learn names. All right.
All right,
Coming
pace
back to the
car's
restart
off.
zone. Pace car is off. Green flag is back up in the air.
And look at that
12
push
to
by
go.
the 83.
At 22 went right to the bottom. Now he comes back up to the high side. They're turn 1.
I was about to say, I thought I was like not on live camera. Now he's down to the inside.
Hartnett
And
in
they leave the
second. We're
13
going
to
to go with
drive.
him because he's got the smoother camera. It's not all bumpy with the internet quality as they come off of 2.
Here comes the 83 to the outside. Look
Oh,
at the
Greed to the
22.
bottom. He's going to go.
Goes down with his teammate.
Oh, he thought about 3 wide. And Hartnett,
And Hartnett
clears
makes
him
the move all by himself. Wow.
to the front. He's got a strong car.
A lot of these guys have been involved in wrecks, so it kind of makes sense. But I think the 8 is all right. Fitzwater's stuck back there. He's not really making much progress. As we were talking about before. Only 2 cars on the outside right now.
And that outside line struggling a little bit. Now Fitzwater goes up to try and help a little bit, but not for much. As he's still too far back to Lemke and Torres. And that inside line is itching to get by Hartnett. They just don't know how to quite yet.
Well, they got the low lining rule to their advantage until the last lap. When the last lap is in play, then they are able to run the low line on the straightaways. In the corners, they're able to use the low line as much as they please.
Oh,
but in the
man, they're
straight-
going to wreck.
Not
Greg
quite.
and John both caught the apron at different points in the turn, and I thought it was a goner. Here comes Gardner up to the outside off the bottom. Reichenbach has got himself into 3rd spot without a deck lid, with 10
Somehow.
laps to go.
They should be good on fuel. So this is a race for the end. 10 to go.
Yep,
Oh,
and
my
they're
goodness.
all single file. It's looking like a real NASCAR race here as they come down the backstretch. Greed goes to the outside, nothing there. And
He's going to look
Fay
to the
goes
middle, or
the
is he going to help his
outside.
teammate?
He'll stay behind his teammate down the backstretch.
In the
Fay
Tide
with
Ride
help
22.
from Hartnett.
Oh, man. Sean is getting a huge push on the outside, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, 2 cars
Here
versus
comes
7
Lemke.
just doesn't work. Lemke comes up, and Hartnett goes down to the inside.
They pretty much
And the top
didn't
2 are
gain or
pulling
lose
away. They're
anything there.
pushing each other really hard going to turn 1.
We're setting up for a good finish here, folks.
Yeah, I think this one may be pretty interesting. We'll see if anybody gets
9
the
to go.
chrome horn here as we get closer to the end of this one, as it's bound to happen.
Here comes Reichenbach looking to the
Reichenbach
inside.
to the inside. Help from
Oh
the rest
my
of the
goodness,
inside
forced the
line.
issue.
Bye-bye, John Greed. He's going to be gone. See ya.
Oh my goodness. And here
Hartnett
comes
comes
Hartnett
up to
looking
help,
to the
but Hartnett
outside.
goes back to the bottom. He knows it's not really worth
Torres
it.
on the apron.
They're all hitting
Everybody
the
on
apron. 8 to go. Fitzwater comes up.
Oh,
Fay
we're about
goes
to get an
up.
outside line forming.
Inside line.
are
Inside line is now
pinching.
getting some help. Or losing some help to the outside line here.
Oh my goodness.
And now they're just about as even. 4 versus 4.
Nope, not anymore.
And
There goes
throw that out
Fitzwater.
the window.
They got to time it right.
They got to time
And
it
they
right,
need-
and they got to
and
stay
need
committed.
They need some help from those front 4 as well. Here comes Reichenbach to the inside.
Reichenbach to the inside. Help from Torres. Irwin gives him the spot. Greed in that outside line
And
as
the car
well.
without
Torres
a deck
just...
lid goes to the front.
Reichenbach's car is damaged. It was really destroyed in that first accident. And yet here he is with 7 to go, leading at Daytona.
My goodness. 9 viewers on the stream. Hope you guys are in for a great finish, because I know we are.
Ooh, Torres got a little squirrely there.
Ooh. Here comes the
Fitzwater
4.
and
Goes to the
Torres looking to the outside.
He's going to have help.
They're going to go for it. They've got the momentum. Does the inside line have anything for them? They do. Torres still with the run.
2 by 2 by 2 by 2. But the inside has a little more help. Here
Yeah,
comes
but that
the 82.
outside
Now
still
it's
got the
completely
push.
Even. Completely even now. But the 4 goes to the front.
To the line, Torres leads it.
And Fitzwater has found his way up to the lead.
Fitzwater pushes himself to second. Here's Irwin to the bottom.
To the inside.
Fitzwater to the front.
Oh my goodness, the 22 almost took the nose off the 36. Here
I
comes
think
the
he
8.
did take the nose off the 36. We just didn't see it. 5 laps to
they've
go
taken
this
pretty much
time.
everything off that 36 except for the nose. Torres falls back.
Greed.
Here comes Greg down to the inside.
Greed helps Irwin to the front. They know he's good here. I don't know if they really want to put him in the front with a couple laps to go.
5 laps to go.
5 more from Daytona.
Oh boy, it's getting intense, boys.
Everybody is on the edge of their seat. Their hearts are racing, knowing that there's a win at Daytona on the line and valuable points at stake.
Oh man, that 4. He's hitting the apron a lot, and I don't like it.
Greed to the bottom.
Whoa,
he might get help
Hartnett
from the
all the way
4.
to
The
the
4
outside.
goes to the inside of the 22.
Goes IndyCar speed to the outside line. Here comes Faye.
Faye to the outside with Hartnett trying to give Greed
think it's
some
gonna
help
help
on the
them
top.
much.
It won't help a lot. Torres takes second. Reichenbach goes to third. Here they come through turn 4. Andrew Lemke is back up towards the front. We haven't said his name in a while. He's been lurking around in the back. 4 to go.
Now remember, we still have a race after this, so don't tune away after the conclusion of this race. But we've got a good finish here in line. Talladega up next, but it's Daytona right
Torres
now.
saves
Oh my
it.
goodness.
What a save.
Torres almost
Almost
he's
caused
hitting
the huge
apron
one.
a lot, and that's not really good.
Oh, Reichenbach looks to the inside. Torres trying to pounce on the lead. Greed goes to the outside of Powers.
He's moving around like he's using the keyboard. Has that jitter.
And Torres still cannot get by Irwin.
Oh man, I thought he turned him. But they're good.
3 to go at the line. They're
Greg
running
Irwin
out of
out in
time.
front. They're running out of time. Will they make the move? They move off of the low line, back down into turn 1. Reichenbach is in a good position. Andrew Lemke,
He's got Lemke
after all
behind
the
him
stuff
as-
he's been through.
And there's Powers back there as well with Fitzwater and Greed.
Oh,
here he
goes
comes.
down to the inside.
Big move to the bottom.
And he's going to have everybody
Christian
support with him.
Torres to the front. Bye-bye, Greg Irwin.
Powers looked to the outside, but it was a little too late, so he moved back down.
And Greed trying to help Greg up on the top of the track.
Oh,
Might
no, he's
not
not.
be
He
worth it.
almost made it 3 wide.
Almost passed him on the outside and turned him. Here they come. 2 laps to go.
All right, what's the 36 going to do? Is he going to team up with the 13? Will the 13 team up with the 7? What's going to happen here? They're going to have to make
They're
their
all single
decisions
file.
pretty
Here's
quick.
Sean to the outside with Greg and John, but it's not worth anything.
Off turn 2, they have a little bit of a gap. They might be able to get a run.
They just got to work together. If they don't stay in line and work together, the Kurt Scott strategy, they're not going to get very far here with trying to get by the leader.
Oh, right to the back bumper.
The inside
the
line
white flag.
rule doesn't matter, and they've got
They
lap
got
traffic ahead.
He's going to stay to the outside.
Alvarez is in the way. White flag. 1 more lap to go. Here it in SNS.
Who's going to win it? There stays
There's
single
Hartnett to
file.
the
They're trying to
outside.
form something on the outside.
Oh, Hartnett got left hung to dry.
What will the 36 do? What will the 13 do? Those are the 2 that we're going to try to decide it all here.
Here we go.
He moved.
When
he
is
opens
Reichenbach
up
going to make the move? He opens the
door.
inside. He better block it if he wants a shot.
Tries to go for it.
He's there.
He's there on the back bumper.
Just can't quite. Here's
Is he
Fitzwater
gonna
on the
try to
top.
move him out of the way?
Look at Fitzwater with a big run. If
Off
somebody
of turn
pulls up in
4.
front of him.
What will the 36 do? Blocks the outside.
Checkered flag in the air. Here they come to the line. Crash behind him. Christian Torres wins it, and a huge crash behind him. 1 car upside
Oh
down.
my
It's
goodness.
Jeff Irwin. John Greed is
Irwin.
involved. Big damage. Hard into the inside wall. Goes Hartnett. And Irwin's car went upside down and then tumbled multiple
I believe
times.
he caught the catch
Here
fence
on
as
the
well.
front stretch. He got turned and his car did not, maybe a little bit. Maybe the front end of the car caught the catch fence, but...
Yeah.
Oh! Hearting
Like
it
the right
hard
front,
into
maybe.
the end of the pit wall.
Oh, wow. Big hit.
But how about that? Oh, trouble backstretch. Alvarez is up on his
David
side.
Is upside down.
What in the world?
I don't even know how you can do that. So are we going to see a burnout here by the 4? We should.
I would think so. So
I
how
don't
about
believe-
that, Christian
don't-
Torres?
I don't believe that Christian has a microphone, so we won't be able to get any sort of interview with him.
All right, well.
So we'll just wait for this to for Talladega to commence.
Does the slide through the grass and now has to put it in reverse, so maybe we can get a little bit of smoke with this burnout.
Well, this track is pretty grippy, so
Yeah, I don't know if he'll be able to do
he's
much.
gonna have to pop the clutch a little bit, try to get it.
Oh, well. Oh.
Oh, maybe someday.
And survey says nothing.
No.
Okay, well,
All right.
that was that. And yeah.
So, we're gonna take a short break here. Might as well.
Put up the RN FedEx race break thing. There we go. Look at that.
Yeah. So, with this race break, we'll be back for about the end of qualifying for this race, and we'll be here for Talladega. While we're on this race break, I believe I'll talk to chat for a little bit. So, if anybody in Twitch chat wants to say anything, Nitro Creeper 555, hello. Hello, Priya. Hello, Jason. Anybody else who wants to talk here?
Well, let's see. Who is active in chat? Let's see. Oh, that race was an hour. Yikes.
Yeah.
Didn't quite realize how long that one was, but
Flip number 27, yeah. It's not muted, right? They can hear us.
yeah, they can hear us. We're good.
All right, cool. Number 27. There's like a lot of cars that flipped over. So, are you talking about like the first wreck?
I think it might have been when he, because the 27 flipped with David on the backstretch under caution.
Well, he didn't flip over. I'm talking about Jamie Pentor, I believe.
Oh, you're right. There was the 27 and then there was the 027. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm just. Yeah. Yeah, Pintor. That was a wild wreck.
There was a lot of wild wrecks.
Mhm.
I don't know.
And that wreck at the end wasn't any better.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Let's
better not.
look.
They better not practice for this whole 35 minutes.
So I believe I will be taking over.
If you want it, you got it.
All right, yeah.
All right, so we lost Greed, Lemke, and Fitzwater here.
For now, they'll probably come back.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Big sponsor. You know what? No. Oh, DC Soul. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about FedEx. Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll see if anybody can get some redemption here in this race.
Mhm. And let's see. This race is how long here? 50
Oh, my.
laps. 50
And we got
laps. Wonderful.
We got a sponsor change by the 27. On.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. I like that scheme.
Yeah.
That Pepsi car, I like that. You'll see it on stream here in a little bit. Sorry. 15 Nitro. 15. And we ended with about 9 in the big pack there at the end. But, yeah, this is,
Yeah. So
we've
looks like
done
everybody's
two races. I know we talked about that there was always the potential of branching out and doing other leagues and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, oh, that'll be like, that won't be for a while. We'll get a couple races under our belt.
In here now.
We'll get a couple of races under our belts, and yeah, that was stream number 2, and Jimmy comes back at the end of the race and says, so yeah, somebody wants us to do a race. 2 of them. Oh.
Yeah.
So
I wasn't expecting a doubleheader. I thought it was just going to be Talladega, but
yeah.
Looks like we got some Johnny Gardner fans in here. So Johnny Gardner, if you're listening in, you've got some fans here.
I mean, I'm a Johnny Gardner fan, but you know, the key is to not be biased.
Johnny Gardner, he had a very fun Talladega race with us at ORL.
Yeah, that was fun.
A few months back.
When he almost beat you.
Almost.
Yeah.
I still won.
We tried to give him the help that he needed to get by you. You just blocked him too good.
Yeah. Oh, cool. They do a podcast with Johnny Gardner.
That's awesome.
I did not know that. That's cool. But yeah. So right now the server shows 30 minutes left in practice, but I severely doubt that they're going to go through the whole 30 minutes. They said that there was going to be about a 5-minute breather. So yes, he is. He is a massive Tanner Berryhill fan. His name on the R&R Discord is #1 Berryhill fan.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
makes sense. Yeah, for any, I don't know if anybody new has tuned in there with the 8 viewers that we have right now, but what's going on? We just finished up Daytona, the Daytona half of a doubleheader because of this, because of the Easter weekend last weekend created this doubleheader situation, and so we're about to run Talladega here, hopefully in just a few moments.
Yeah, that'd be
actually
nice,
no.
wouldn't it?
It will be 30 minutes, apparently. So we're going to run out this whole practice session, apparently.
Okay.
I was not expecting that. I heard 5-minute breather, but...
Oh, boy. Okay, well...
So I guess I really am going to have to do this the commentary, huh?
Yeah.
So I was not expecting that.
Yeah,
So this race break will go on for a while.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this long of a race. Okay, well... Hi
well, this
there.
is all off the cuff, so we have a reason to be a little unprofessional. But once it becomes race time, that's when the professional gloves and hat come on.
Yeah. And we've got some other people coming in right now, too. We've got Noah Hart.
Wow, his quality is god-awful.
Yeah, potato quality. We've got Ricky Johnson did come in for a second, but he left.
And Christian Torres has apparently exceeded the maximum amount of quality and down to 62. He went from 103 to 62.
Love
and
that.
43. He's probably going to get...
that.
Yeah, he's going to get booted out here soon.
I have no idea how you got second without a bumper, Cameron. Your guess is as good as mine.
That was crazy. I thought that you were out of contention. Honestly, I thought that you would not have any sort of speed, but that was good. That was a good run.
Yeah.
But hopefully some of these guys get.
So, yeah, this is a fun stream.
I'm discussing something with someone right now. Got one of the admins talking to me. We have 12 people now. Hello, everybody.
You people need to go to sleep. My goodness.
No, don't do that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I want to hear a joke.
Ahead, yeah.
Nitro Creeper wants to tell us a joke.
There it is.
I'm not going to repeat that out loud.
Oh boy.
Be glad that we don't have a chat screen on this stream.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she is banned from the chat, but still.
So we were talking about Sorry, okay. I'm trying to type at the same time, and I'm all right. Anyways, so we didn't interview anybody because Christian Torres, the winner, did not have a microphone, and I thought that it wasn't worth it just looking at a chat screen because we tried that before when David Alvarez won.
Yeah, even though David has a mic, you know, yeah.
And really, it's just looking at a chat log, so it doesn't really look good for the stream. So we decided not to. Maybe we'll get somebody to win that will have a microphone that we can actually give a interview for. Mm-hmm. I mean, we can ask. You want me to ask the admins if we can bring some other people up if they want to interview?
I mean, sure, why not? We've got the time to kill, so why not?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I guess that means I'll pull up the the TeamSpeak just so I see who's joining.
All right. Told them if they want an interview, just say in chat, and we'll try to get to them. We've got 11 people here, so you guys are going to hear a bunch of drivers from the last race. If you haven't been here, we just finished up the Daytona half of this, and we just lost a viewer, so I guess I'm really boring you all.
Stop leaving. Okay, well, it happens, so.
So we're going to check to see if anybody says in the chat if they want an interview.
Every driver says, I want an interview.
Oh, I'm sure that's what... I'll do one later that says Johnny Gardner, so... Okay. Cool. Thank you for telling us that. Andrew Lemke wants to have an interview. Let's see if we can pull him up to the booth.
Andrew Lemke, all right.
So, 2 drivers. Oh.
Alright, so I apologize for the dead air here, but we really have nothing else to do for the next
we have 2 people that want an interview. Andrew Lemke, Jamie Pintor, actually now 3. Looking in the Twitch chat, Destroyer1474, which is Cameron Reichenbach.
Yeah, that's Reichenbach.
Wants an interview. So let's bring in and we're also hearing from Sean Fay that he wants an interview, so it seems like everybody's trickling in. So let's bring in Lemke first, since he said he wanted one.
Okay.
First. Bring him into the admin channel.
Is that my cue?
Yes.
Okay, I kind of figured. Move client to own channel. Here we go. Okay.
Howdy.
All right. So Andrew, seems like that you had a pretty average race, but there was a lot of carnage throughout the day. Just tell us what happened throughout the day and how you ended up where you ended up.
Yeah, so starting off, I think I qualified third, and I mean, sometimes, you want to qualify in the back, but, at the end of the day, you're also going to have carnage. There was times throughout the race where guys would be making moves and checking up and doing all this stuff that you can just tell something is about to happen. And my teammate and a couple other cars, they did that directly in front of me, so I let off the throttle instantly and just slam on my brakes, and I got the least amount of damage I could, and I thought it was an okay race. Just at the end, I think everyone was a little bit too intimidated to go up on that high line, including myself, because you never know if you're going to fall back or if it's actually going to work. But yeah.
Yeah. The high line thing is definitely a concern. That's what a lot of people have been afraid of doing in a lot of these races. So I can definitely understand that. So what is your strategy for Talladega? Is it any different than what you had for Daytona? Can you give us a little insight on that?
I think it's a little bit different, being that Talladega is a bit wider, so if something happens, you have a little bit more room to do something about it. And other than that, I mean, I think the goal is just to try and be up front as much as possible, because usually the wrecks don't come, first, second, third spot. Most of the time, I feel like when you're kind of in the middle of the pack, I feel it's the most dangerous spot. So, I think my goal is kind of the same also as last time. I want to qualify the absolute best I can, and just try to be a little bit careful for a good part of the race, keep myself the least amount of damage I can, and just go for it at the end. Sorry, dogs.
Yeah. I assume the dog wasn't in the car during the race.
It probably wouldn't have made much difference if he was.
Yeah. Well, thank you for the interview there. Good luck out there, and hopefully a little bit of a better result for you today.
Yeah, thank you. Less damage would have helped, but yeah, have a good one.
Yeah. All right, so next up is Jamie Pintor. Let's see if we can get him up into the booth as well for an interview.
My only problem is I don't know how to move him back.
We have a problem. Are you sure?
I'm sitting here like, how on earth do I move him back to?
I thought you just drag him.
I don't use TeamSpeak. I don't know.
Did it work?
No.
I mean, he can probably just move himself down.
Okay.
All right, we're good. All right, so Jamie Pintor up next.
Pintor. Okay. There he is.
He's in?
Yes.
Can you hear us?
Loud and clear, guys. How's it going?
Hey, there
It's
we go.
going good. So, just take us through the day. I know that you wrecked out early on in the race before the stage end, and that pretty much decided your fate. What exactly happened there, and how did the day go overall?
Well, to start it off, qualified fourth. It was a great run for the DC Solar Camaro. It's a little bit of a forbidden sponsor for the car, but we qualified fourth, really strong, and then we made our way to the low line. Low line is the way to go at Daytona for SNS, and then a big checkup on the inside line. Found myself sideways, found myself flipping. Tried as hard as I can to make it back into the top 10. Fell short on fuel. Led one lap. That's all I wanted to do. But overall, it was a pretty solid day for our race team. But here at Talladega, just looking for better results.
Yeah. So, anything different for Talladega? Any strategy wise, different for Talladega?
Yes, Talladega, with there being more room, there's more room to miss any mistakes that are made out on the track. But hopefully, I can avoid them all. Probably gonna hang out at the back, looking at Daytona. It was a little racy, so play it smart, stay at the back, and then work our way up to the front.
All right. Well, good luck in this race, and hopefully some better luck to you in this race.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the show.
All right.
So up next, we will have Cameron Reichenbach in the 36, who finished second in today's race with no deck lid.
Yeah.
And we'll have Sean Fay up next as well. It should be if it doesn't have his name, it should be Destroyer 1474.
Oh, yeah, there he is. I can see.
Yeah.
There we go. He's in.
All right. Cameron, can you hear us good? Cameron Reichenbach, you got a copy?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right. So you finished second after some early race bad luck. Didn't have a deck lid on the car, yet you were still able to get a second place finish. Take us through just the day in general and how it went for you and how you were able to get that second place finish.
Well, I mean, during qualifying, I didn't do very well. Obviously got last. So I just kind of tried to stick my way in there. I'm pretty decent at super speedway tracks, so I was able to make my way up high into the top 5, top 10, and big checkups ended up getting me wrecked. Tail grabbing somebody, got involved in that where I lost my bumper. And I just tried to stick my way in the pack, but since my bumper was not there, I could not same speed as the other guys, slowly fell back. Caution saved me, kept me up in the top. And I had people behind me that were willing to stick behind me and keep pushing me.
So, as far as strategy goes for Talladega, is it anything different from Daytona? What do you plan on doing for this race?
I plan on not racing this one. It's very late. I will probably be well after 1 o'clock by the time the race ends. I got stuff to do tomorrow. But if I would definitely love to race it if I could.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going to be racing or not. It is pretty late, so that is understandable. Well, thank you for the interview. Good luck for the rest of the season in SNS, and hopefully we'll see you on this broadcast sometime in the future.
Yep, thank you.
And last but not least, for the people who wanted a interview, we are going to try to get Sean Fay up here.
You want Sean?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Got him.
All right, Sean Fay, can you hear us loud and clear?
I can hear you loud and clear, Jimmy.
All right. So, Sean, you were running pretty good the whole race around, but you had some sort of issue where you just spun out. Just take us through the day and how it went, and tell us what happened there later on that caused you to hit the wall there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I have absolutely no clue why I spun out. I really don't. Last I knew, I bumped into somebody and then spun out, hit the wall. Then, of course, I figured, that's probably going to be the end of my race. Thankfully, I'm coming around. Hopefully, I'm praying and hoping I didn't get down a lap. And then I can't even talk. But definitely, it was very hectic. Thankfully, got not back on the lead lap, but forgive my poor communication skills.
No, trust me,
right
that's been a theme with ORN tonight because of the spur of the moment, but it's okay.
Yes. No, that's all good. And then I apologize for that. It was more of just trying to get you guys another opportunity. But, yeah, just definitely going back to what I was said, definitely it got hectic. I got back. I was afraid I was going to go lap down. Thankfully, the caution came out, got back around, and then tried to fight to the back. Of course, trying to get through the pack to the front. Didn't really work out too well. But overall, decent finish. If I remember correctly, we was 6th, but I just was battling through the field, just pushed through as much as I could, and got up right to the front, or at least tried to get to the front, but I got up to 6th place, and we're going to hopefully push hard, really hard here at Daytona, and hopefully pull away with a win. It'd be nice.
So a lot of drivers, picking different options. They want to stay up in the front as much as they can. They want to stay in the back as much as they can. What is your strategy for this race? Is it anything different from your Daytona strategy? Can you give us a little insight on that?
The biggest thing, sometimes it can be a challenge deciding whether you want the front or the back. Do you want track position? Do you want that fuel or extra tires? But I think most of the time it's a matter of just feeling out how things are going in the race. Obviously all through the last year that I've raced here in SNS, I've learned a lot about the craft of racing super speedways and figuring out, how much fuel you need to take, how many tires you take, etc. So it's all a matter of feeling it out. Definitely, it's one new strategy I'd like to try is try to make sure I'm always topping out on fuel all the time. That's one thing I don't typically do, but I've noticed it apparently has a benefit. So, of course, I probably sound stupid for saying that, but I'm trying that out now, and hopefully we'll see how that works. But definitely it's just a matter, you can either get up to the front, get to the back. It doesn't really matter, but as long as you push forward to the end, and the biggest thing here, especially now we run moderate damage, you could flip and still win the race. It's really just the instant. It's a matter of how much you hit the wall, or if it's a light scrape or etc. I know we have a lot of server issues tonight, so we had a lot of warping and such, but thankfully everybody's been trying to hold together pretty well, and hopefully Dega will turn out to be pretty good.
And on the point about flipping over, I mean, we saw Cameron Reichenbach. He got involved in a early crash, but he was still able to bring it home second. So that is a very good point to point out. Thank you for coming up here, and thank you for the opportunity bringing ORL to SNS, and hopefully we can do more races like this before. Well,
yes,
ORN,
yeah. But no, we hear you loud and clear, Jimmy.
It's similar.
Yes, it is. It's actually very similar. But but really, I know I apologize. It was really spur of the moment. I just, I saw that your guys' stream earlier tonight of Rockingham at it was ARL, I believe. And it was very well. You guys are doing a very good job, and I'm really hope I wish you guys the best, as well as Greg Irwin, my colleague for ISRL. We both wish you guys the best of luck, and especially the best of luck tonight with the broadcast. Hopefully we can keep it clean, both through communications and on the track. But yeah, I apologize again for the spur of the moment, but we wish you the best of luck.
It's actually worked out pretty fine. Yeah. And we're delighted to have more clients for broadcasting. We're already filled throughout May. We've got other stuff, but just glad to have some other opportunity to hone in our skills and try to get into a rhythm. So we thank you for that. And good luck out there, Talladega. Hopefully the race goes a little bit better for you all and the 24 team. So thank you.
Yeah, hopefully we'll win it for you, Jimmy. It'll be Jimadega today.
Yep.
It'll be Jimadega tonight. We're renaming it.
Yeah. And actually, I'm going to be doing lead commentary, so that's that.
Awesome. There you go. But, yep, well, hopefully, best of luck to you guys as well, for sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
All right. So I'll move him back.
So, as far as everybody else, I believe that will do it for interviews. We have 8 minutes, 36 seconds left in
I'm surprised
practice.
how much of time that actually killed, man.
We also killed 5 viewers off the stream, so...
Okay, well, you also got to think it's 11:23. People are tired.
Well, you know what? Why sleep when you can stay up with
we've
your
got a
good
pack on the
old buddy
racetrack,
pals,
Jimmy.
and ORN,
We've got a pack on the racetrack. Let me remove that. It's not checkered. Yeah, there we go.
Let's show the audience a little bit of footage here. I know that you've been staring at a FedEx logo for about 20 minutes, but
in turn 3 right now. Coming
Yep.
to turn 4.
And right now we have Noah Hart in front. I believe maybe not a first start, not sure, but he's out in the one car right now. His quality is down in the 40s, yet is somehow the most stable car in this pack. How does that
Don't
even
you just
happen?
love that?
Nitro Cooper has to go to bed. Good night. Good night to you as well. We got a nice pack forming here. We've got the 93 of Ricky Johnson, David Alvarez.
Can you see that car, the 93?
No, I can't.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Yeah.
Because if you could see it and I couldn't, I was gonna blame you. So we're good.
Well, right now... Oh, look at this. Moving to the outside, and the 83 decides not to go with the 68. We might see a lot of that in this race as well.
Oh, how about hearting it up to the top of the boards there with Powers taking second spot away from Fitzwater, who was originally on top of the board.
I'll tell you what, Fitzwater's on track for a good lap time here as well, being the 4th car in line. And the farther back in line you are, sometimes that helps out your lap times in practice and such. Now, practice does not necessarily matter as far as like qualifying order. Usually, in actual races, in person, they'll use the practice order to determine who's going to go out for qualifying. But that doesn't really matter here because everybody qualifies at the same time on their own track. So, really, it's just for bragging rights to see who's out in front. And speaking of which, Christian Torres in the 4. And he was on the outside lane as well.
The top 3 dip underneath the 48-second bracket. I like that. Oh, trouble. Alvarez got turned.
Almost. Oh. Almost trouble.
How did he save that? He was
I don't
facing the
know.
outside wall. He did what?
Like, I've seen crazier stuff at Talladega.
I was on TV too, and when his car passed by, the front of his car was facing the outside wall.
Oh, okay, they're going to pit. Okay.
Oh, I'll start pitting right here. Look out. Oh, they all made it, even though they're all speeding.
Well, the grip on the track allows them to really get on the brakes, so they can brake from out of 4 and still be fine.
Yeah, they just got to make sure they get that speed down.
Well, pit road speed is about 70, 75, so actually it's pretty
not as bad as I thought it was, yeah.
Yeah, it's slowing down to like 35.
Let's go 2 miles an hour down pit road.
Go snail's pace. 82 looks like he's going to get out first. And he's just going to... Oh, I guess they're going to do a pit party here, as it's called. An NR.
Oh, and I think they forgot.
What
there goes Noah. He gets punted.
And just doing
Ricky
donuts.
Johnson just killed him.
Yeah, you're about to say yeeted, weren't you?
Okay. This is 2, 4,
We're getting word from admins that there will be a server setback for people to get into their correct cars. So
are we gonna have
just
a 15-minute drivers meeting yet? Ugh.
I don't think they're gonna have another drivers meeting.
No.
Pretty much everybody from the last race is in here.
You're
Sans
killing me.
Cameron Reichenbach.
Like,
I know you have to go to bed, but
yeah.
I also want to commentate, so.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, Don't worry, I will take over being the yelling one here. Ah! So, get that out of the way. All right, so out in front, Manuel Hartnett. Trying to conduct this field right here. Whoa.
Whoa, Johnny. Oh, God,
oh
there they go. Big wreck.
Oh, hard in the wall.
Everybody. Oh, the 7, the 1, the 93. Oh, look out, pit road. Look out, pit road.
Whoa.
Oh, 6 cars remain. Oh, there goes.
The 27 is around in turn 1.
There goes
Pintor.
I can read.
Just leave the name calling to me.
Yeah. Oh, Fitzwater almost got hooked by Torres.
Yeah. They're trying to push it to the limit and see what their limit is.
Yeah.
Man, that apron is a nuisance. Oh my gosh. Oh man, the 83 almost took out the 82, then the 05, but managed to hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there they go.
There it is. Oh, up in the fence. Ooh.
Wow.
Oh.
I mean, completely caught the fence right there.
Austin Dillon. Yikes.
At Talladega, man.
Yeah.
So we got 2 cars left. Lemke and Fitzwater. Then we have another pack here with Noah Hart and Ricky Johnson catching up to John Greed and Jamie Pentor.
Oh yeah, nice little 4-car pack right here. 2 minutes left in the session.
So we have not seen the 24 of Sean Fay or the 8, or I guess the 8 has gone out, but hasn't made any sort of like, what is happening?
Punt, pass, and kick award right here.
Going to Kamikaze. Kaboom! Wow.
Like I said,
and
punt, pass, and kick award.
Oh,
here come 2 more. David's car looks like it looks like a crushed tin can right now.
Looks at Coca-Cola can.
Goodness.
This is what happens in the practice sessions
of every league, not just this one. Every league.
Yeah, trust me. This is not conducive to just ISRL, all right? This is everything. Although they are supposed to maintain some professionalism in this per the rule book, but I don't think anybody listens to that.
1 minute to go in the session. Oh, and there goes Ricky.
Nikki, Ricky, Dickie, and Don. That was a terrible show.
I mean, everything on Nickelodeon that was terrible. Anyways, race cars, really fast.
I'm ready. I'm ready for this to get started. The server's going to be kicked back here real soon, and then we'll move over to qualifying.
Johnny.
That 93 pulled a Ray Black Jr. from today's race. Nice. I think I sounded like 20 feet away from my microphone doing that.
Oh, and John gets
multiple
turned.
cars involved. There they go.
Hart.
And the 13 makes
Harting
it
upside
through.
down.
Never mind.
Everybody's wrecked. Everybody, and that's the end of the session. Good job, guys. Oh,
wow.
Power's
and
upside
grip
down.
Flip. Back on the wheels, he sticks the landing.
Ooh, and
Judges give it a 10.
There it is.
Oh my goodness.
And it looks like the session is over.
Oh yeah. It's over. We can't fix that damage.
Yeah, well.
Let's see. We got 24 seconds until the well, I guess we're going to have to go through session complete as well, so not necessarily 20 seconds left. 5 people left in the broadcast. Hopefully you guys stick around for the end, because this should be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm already yawning, but it's okay. We're living. Session complete, 30 seconds.
This is the last one right here.
Hopefully. I don't know why they have all these different times. Weird. Weird how NR works sometimes. If you guys like the broadcast, maybe you could bug your friends on Discord or Twitter or something. Tell them, hey, watch this broadcast. Wake them up. As qualifying is not going to start. It has gone to qualifying, but they should be setting the server back. There they go. So we will see people get into their regular cars. See the session stats there. 50 laps here at Talladega. So lap 20 we should be getting that stage end. And just like Daytona, after the stage ends, they're still not good on fuel. So we might see a green flag stop this time unless we get a caution like we saw the last race.
Possible.
Should be moving over to qualifying now. They're probably doing a quick fire drivers meeting if it really is necessary. I don't think it is, but we'll see. As far as standings go, well, the practice sessions were cleared. I forgot. Well, I guess we're not going to be looking at that today. Quality.
Love that. Okay, we got another pack coming out on the racetrack.
They are killing us, aren't they?
They just want to see how late we can go, yeah.
Yeah. John Greed and Hartnett get the jump there as they head down the backstretch. And is anybody back there going to be able to catch them? Maybe. They're in the draft.
Yeah.
Welcome to Talladega. Talladega after dark, even though it's daytime in the race.
Oh, boys.
Whoa! What a move.
Oh, Johnny.
I didn't even realize that it was there.
Oh, Noah hard into the inside wall.
And,
Noah hard, just
the
dead.
one hit hard there. And the Ford just hit the 68. We've got lots of guys in it.
Johnny just sitting there waiting, turns around. Yeet.
I'm probably going to get yelled at as well for being loud, but who cares?
Who knows?
It's Dega, baby. And they are taking way too long to start this thing, aren't they? I swear to God, if we're running out another 30 minutes, I'm eating my pillow. What is happening to the 27?
Oh my, it's a bully circle and a pit road.
Now, the cool thing about this is that this is something you would not see in an actual NASCAR race, so.
Unlimited backup cars.
At least not on purpose.
Yep.
This is all on purpose. I can assure you. Alright, looks like everybody is back in the server. We should be seeing qualifying here soon. Maybe one of these years. My goodness. Keeping us on the edge of our seats. Right across our seat is the bed. Man, you'd think that qualifying would get here a little bit sooner, you know?
Yeah, seriously.
We are approaching 2 hours into the stream. I think we're about an hour and a half through.
But no, we're not going to separate the streams. No way.
We can't do it now. We're too far into this. We're in for the long haul, bud. So, everybody knows the cliche icebreaker. How's the weather? It's 60 degrees, clear skies, with no wind for this Talladega race.
Love that.
Gotta pass the time with something, you know?
How about qualifying?
I swear to God, if we're running out this race, then we might not get the Talladega race in. There it is! Oh boy, I am so happy to see that. See that red bar move over. Ease. Alright, so now we're gonna get to see qualifying. Thank God.
Hold up, Buttercup.
Alright.
Just like I told these boys
Welcome to
we don't
ORN
need chasing over the top
After
today.
Dark.
We got a good race car, we got a good driver, we got a good
God,
race
I'm
All we
so
gotta do
tired.
is
But
everybody
it's
carry
okay.
noise.
I'm going to pull out
Just
at
fine
least
at the end of the
50 laps give you guys a good broadcast. Gonna work. I can assure you that it will. So, as we wait for the standings to come in, they should be around turn 3 and 4 right now on their outlap, and they will get 2 laps. So we will see who gets the better of them. Greg Irwin got the qualifying pole last race at Daytona earlier on in the broadcast. So, we might see him on the front today. But Talladega is a little bit different. It's a little bit wider. Drives a little bit different. So, we might see somebody come out of the woodwork and get a pole that we might not expect. And actually, I think a lot of people here don't really know who these people are, so it's going to be unexpected for them anyways. But for me, I know these people, so I can tell you who is an underdog and who isn't, as far as qualifying goes. Now, if Front Row Motorsports is anything to consider, doing good in the race is not terribly difficult at super speedways. There is an art to it, and there is a definite wrong way to do super speedway racing. And
Travis knows how to do it better than you.
Fitzwater has the first time on the board. Wow. Okay, I can tell that Fitzwater might not get it. Usually, what you want to do on a qualifying is you want to stay on the high side for your first lap, and then the second lap, that's when you drop down, so that you have as much speed built up from your out lap and your first lap to make the second lap count.
Yep.
Right now, I see 7th on back having the best chance, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, more times than I would want to be, but we'll see.
Haven't we all?
Looks like some people were a little late getting onto the grid, so got more times trickling in here. But once we see... Oh, John goes up to the leaderboard.
On to the top, David.
Alvarez.
By 200...
two 100s. Anybody else? We'll definitely see some more time spike up. Lemke the third. Fitzwater... Jason 4. Noah Hart by 3/1000ths of a second takes over the top spot. Wow.
Man, oh man.
We still got some people doing laps, I believe.
Look at the top 2nd through 4th. 734, 754, 764, and 6, 774. Oh,
and Ricky Johnson blows them all out of the water with a 693. Take over the top spot for now.
Nowhere.
And Torres takes over the 4th spot.
Yep.
The 741. That's really breaking up the flow that we had, guys. Come on. Looks like Jonathan Field did not make an attempt, but Ricky Johnson in the 93 will be whole winner. So as they move on into happy hour, and they're definitely going to run this out because they need to make this as long as possible, or else it's not a true ISRL race.
Love that.
Fitzwater is doing burnouts on pit road. This is the quality of racing that we really strive for, the true professionalism in these drivers.
One of 4 cars on the track, yeah, you know.
Yeah. And 2 cars are inside of each other.
Again, love
Welcome
that.
to Talladega.
Yeah.
So, I've seen weirder.
The points don't matter, and
the grass is green. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that. This is not Paradise City. This is Talladega, Alabama. Which I mean, I guess is like NASCAR paradise. Is Talladega.
Yeah.
And they are making a Beyblade on track, and now everybody's hitting them. Yep. This is great footage, guys. This is probably the most action we've seen out of these guys in about 40 minutes.
Yep.
So, there we go. It's your race. So we've already gone over the grid.
Just like I told these boys in the meeting, we don't need anything over the top today. We got a good race car,
guess
we
what?
got a
We're
good
gonna go
driver,
over the
we
grid
got a
again.
good pit crew. All we gotta do is just everybody carry their weight.
Stream's sake.
We'll be just fine at the end of this thing. 10-4.
Well, gotta wait for everybody to get on track. Please. Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, we gotta retire.
Okay.
There
All
it
right.
is.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
All right. So, checking out everybody here.
For the first segment.
You get to the front of the field here. All right. So, on the pole, we have Ricky Johnson in the 93. The 1 of Noah Hart will take second place. David Alvarez is third. Christian Torres is fourth. Sean Fay in fifth. Andrew Lemke in sixth. Jonathan Fitzwater seventh. Emmanuel Hartnett eighth. Greg Irwin ninth. Jamie Pintor 10th. John Greed 11th. Steve Powers 12th. Johnny Gardner 13th. And Field will round out the field in 14th. Round out the field. All right, that's enough. All right, pace car is off as they come down. Yep.
Here we go.
We've got 9 viewers now. They're finally interested as we're about to get ready for Talladega. 50 laps of intense racing will have a stage end at 20. Here they come. Green flag is out. They're underway at Talladega. And the 93 moves up to the outside, and that's going to open up the door for the 68 on the bottom. Side by side, down the back straightaway. David Alvarez being pushed by his teammate, the 24 of Sean Fay in the Hooters Camaro. Still neck and neck. The 93 has a slight advantage. Look at the Ford through the middle. 3 wide, 2 rows deep.
All over the place.
But they get off of turn 4 cleanly.
Oh, well, they get to the strength cleanly, though. Good grief.
Nothing bad just yet. David Alvarez will lead the first lap. On to the second lap. The 2 teammates out in front. Greg Irwin in third. And 2 teammates for third and fourth place. Greg Irwin and John Greed in the 22. Then rounding out your top 5, Emmanuel Hartnett. Here comes the 24 to the inside. Going to take the lead away. Sean Fay.
Oh, he's got it. Easy.
After his crash last race, he's looking for some redemption. Maybe a win as he comes off of turn number 4 this time. And we'll see lap 3. Goes to the outside. Probably won't lead this lap because of that move. And here comes Greg Irwin to the inside to lead lap 2. They're all fidgety. This track is wide enough for 3 wide, and they're going to use every opportunity they can.
They're not as
to
smooth
do it.
as they were at Daytona. These guys, this is going to be where we get the big wreck early here.
Oh yeah. It's definitely brewing, and I think it was Lemke that was saying this in his interview, that the middle is usually where the big wrecks start. And I definitely agree with that, at least with this pack right now, as Lemke moves up into second spot as the 22 gets put into the middle. Oh my goodness. Look at Field to the outside in the 59.
Big run with that car. He started dead last, and he's already up to the
And here he comes
top
to
of
the
second
outside.
spot.
He's going to get the run off the tri-oval, but it's still going to be the 8 of Greg Irwin leading them down. Here comes Field to the outside. He has a run. Huge run at that. And Torres all by himself in the middle, trying to get up to the top 5. Irwin moves up, but the 59 has the run. He has the nose there. Here comes David Alvarez underneath the 13 down the back stretch. Can't quite get there, though. Still side by side for the lead. The 59 has a slight advantage. Off of turn number 4. He should be getting the push here from the 83 of Emmanuel Hartnett.
And, oh, this is going to be close at the line.
Who's it gonna be?
Might
Side
have it.
by side at the line. It will be.
Got him. Fjeld. Barely.
Yes, there it is. Fjeld got him by just the nose. But now, here comes the 8 with a huge run on the bottom. We'll take over the lead once again. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Lemke. They're going to try to split the 8 into the middle. And Lemke is going to take over this top spot. But not if Fjeld has anything to say about it. And that dodge.
Yeah, this outside line's actually able to hold it together, unlike they were able to at Daytona.
And that's crazy because they're on the very edge of the they're on the very edge of the track too, which usually you don't see a lot of speed going through there. But now they move over to the middle and leave the 59 out to dry. Here comes the 82, Johnny Gardner, and the 82 moves up. Look at the 13 trying to block. There's the 68 to the bottom. They're 3 wide for the lead.
Back in that sucker hole right there.
And here comes Pintor to try to help the 68. The outside lane is going to have the huge run, and Johnny Gardner leads for the first time today.
Johnny had a pretty fast car at Daytona. He just wasn't really able to capitalize, so.
Yeah, and he also got caught up in a couple of wrecks, too, so that might have hurt his aero just a bit, so he wasn't able to keep up as much as he wanted to. But everybody right now racing pretty aggressively, but still hanging on. As they come through the tri-oval, going to get lap 7 here, and Johnny Gardner will lead his first lap. David Alvarez falling in line in second place. There's Sean Fay in the 24, back to 4th place. Torres in 3rd. One of the most dominant drivers at Daytona moves down to the inside. But the 2 teammates are going to hook up. That's going to hurt the 4's performance just slightly, but not before the 8 of Greg Irwin comes to give him a push. Whoa, what a move by the 68.
I can't believe they didn't wreck there.
I was very surprised.
Sure.
They still had the room. Guess he was cleared. Well, you got a lot of blinky boys up here at the front of the pack. But Johnny Gardner still leads. They are nose to tail at the line. My goodness.
They can't keep doing this for another 12 laps here. There's no way. There's no way they're going to make it. Somebody's going to make it out.
There goes the 82 to the outside. Might have just given up the lead, but the outside line, though fragmented, might be able to give him a little bit of a boost here. As David regains the lead, once again with Torres behind him. Here comes Sean Fay at the 3rd, and Steve Powers in the 7. Comes up there in his Mustang, sorry. And is going to move down, try to help out the inside line as he is battling with another Mustang, 05. I almost say Camaro again. Jonathan Fitzwater. Fitzwater had a really interesting day at Daytona, but looking to do a little bit better here. But now they're about single file here. Here comes Torres looking to the inside of the 68. Does not have the run. They stay single file. Look at the 93 looking to the outside. Here comes Sean Fay to the outside. Going to try to help out the outside line here. And the inside is fragmented now. Noah Hart helping out there, along with Emmanuel Hartnett on the outside. And Torres is going to move up to the outside. Going to try to group up with them. But they're going to go even higher, but they're going to leave the 24 out. They gained absolutely nothing with that.
I don't know if Sean maybe thought it wasn't worth it trying to lead that pack and just wanted to go to the back of the field, or...
I think he was going to try to go around the 93 and was hoping everybody would go with him, but they just didn't.
Yeah, he just got freight trained there.
Here comes Torres, looking to the outside. He has a nose, and now he will be side by side going into 3.
Oh, Lemke.
Look at Lemke to the inside.
Yikes.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, there it is. Car in the wall.
It was hard. He got hip checked. He saved it.
I am so surprised that was not a huge wreck. But they keep it going. Torres has a huge run off of 4. He's going to try to lead his first lap of the day. Side by side. Halfway to the stage, you're right. 10 laps to go. Till the end of stage 1. David Alvarez led that, but here comes the 4. What great racing we're seeing here at Saturday Night Shootout at Talladega. Almost sound like the iRacing commentator there. Here comes the 13 to the inside.
Just
using
need a
that
little
low
more
line
grunge in your
move.
voice. You can sound like the iRacing commentators. Yeah.
Oh, look at the 93.
Yikes.
What a move. Down to the inside.
Poor
Ricky
David's halfway
Johnson.
wide in the middle.
Ricky Johnson to the lead for the first time today. I'll tell you what, look out for that 13. He's been having a lot of speed here this weekend. He could very well win one of these races if he plays his cards right. And Fitzwater has made his way up to third place. 12 laps, as Jacob Hitt says, in the books. They go through turns 1 and 2. Ricky Johnson out in front. Lemke second. Fitzwater third. As they head down the backstretch. Sean Fay has found his way back up to the top 5. And the 13 moves down to the inside. He'll lead for the first time today. Andrew Lemke. And the Kenworth Camaro. David Alvarez found his way back to third. Sean Fay fourth. And Emmanuel Hartnett has found his way to the top 5 for the first time today. Here comes Fitzwater down to the inside. Going to try to make a run to the lead. Will the 13 let him have it?
A little bit.
He's got the nose under him. But the 13 leads the lap for the first time today.
He's got better help on the outside there, too, as long as David doesn't book him here in turn 1.
They're good on fuel till the end of this stage. So it's just a battle. Look at that. The run on the outside. Christian Torres pushing the 93 of Ricky Johnson there. Letting the 83 go into the middle. But they don't have a lot of help. They have the 82 behind there, but he's too far back. But the 13 is still hanging out strong. Oh, but here comes the 68 underneath. David Alvarez.
Fitzwater's in the front here.
Makes him up to the outside, and now Jonathan Fitzwater out in front of this pack. Sean Fay pushing him. Here comes Greg Irwin. The pole sitter for the Daytona race is up to third place. Fitzwater leads for the first time.
Yeah,
Lots of lead changes here in the early going. And we can see a whole lot more. We're about to see one here. If the 24 moves down, maybe not. Stays in line. There he goes. To the inside. Once again, Sean Fay finds his way to the lead. Got a couple of cars blinking in the background, but nothing too drastic right now. And he almost had a slot there. Thought better of it. Stays to the outside. Looks to 7 of Steve Powers.
Chopped off Powers' nose off, but he thought better of it there.
Yep.
I think he's thinking for the long haul here. Powers came up and almost got into him. 6 to go.
So it is the 2 ISRA admins here. Greg Irwin and Sean Fay leading the field. Here comes Greg down to the inside, and the 24 is going to let him have it. I believe this is Greg's first time leading as well. Lots of people finding their way to the lead today. Steve Powers in the 7. Could he get a lap led today? Field as well. Noah Hart. After hitting the wall, his side caved in. And there he is. Up in 4th or 5th place right now.
I don't know how that car is still running.
I have no idea.
I don't know how.
I have no idea how they didn't even wreck there.
Here.
Oh, man. Powers opening up the bottom just a little bit. Looks to the inside of the 8. And the 8's going to let him have it.
And here comes Fiel, too. We haven't talked about him in a while. All these guys from the back of the pack just coming up.
Moving up.
Coming up to the front, late in the going here in the stage. They're 4 wide in the back.
That's pack racing right there. You go from the front to the back to the back to the front. 3 wide, 4 wide. It's just the call of the day.
Yep.
Steve Powers for the first time out in front at Dega. But maybe not for long, as the 1 has a huge run being pushed by the 83.
I do not like the back of the pack. Dude, they're just too on edge.
4 laps to go until the end of stage 1. The 22 shuffled out to the outside. Less than 4 laps to go as they head down the backstretch. Here comes the 1 of Noah Hart. Down to the inside. Here comes the 83 along with him.
And nobody stays with the 7 there.
Lemke 3rd. Ricky Johnson 4th. Rounding out your top 5 right now is Fitzwater. They have moved into single file formation. And we got a couple of cars pitting here.
Greg.
The 59.
And Johnny Gardner.
Yep.
3 to go here. So he got some strategy late in the stage too. Interesting. See how that plays out for him.
They'll get the track position at the end of this stage. That's what they're banking on. And they will be out of the pits before then, so they should not be going a lap down. Here comes the 83 down to the inside of the 1. And Hartnett is going to find his way to the lead. Lemke in 2nd. Oh, almost got into the 1 there. And other cars coming down. Oh, a lot of them. But some stay. Oh, that 1.
The 1.
Can he save it? No, he can't. Gets right in front of the 13. Gets hit by the 27.
No caution.
Is that a caution?
We stay green. 2 to go.
Who is out in front?
The 1 retired.
Wow. Interesting.
So it's the 4 and the 22. That's all we got left.
David Alvarez out in front, I think. No, it's actually the 22.
Yeah, it's the 22 and the 4.
And the 4 gets passed.
Those are the only 2 that didn't pit. Jason, that's your end.
No, it's on my end too.
The stream jittering?
Yeah, just a bit.
Why? Oh, bad.
And now they come down pit road.
Okay, so everybody's pitted now.
David is going down as well.
Pitting again. I wonder if he got a
So,
penalty.
Hartnett will take over the lead here.
Yeah, if he can get around.
Yeah, the stream is a little bit jittery. I don't know what that's all about.
I don't know, whatever.
We'll have the audio, so.
Yeah.
Hartnett out in front. He's coming to the white flag for this.
What to go on stage?
For this stage. He should be the leader. No. The 22 and 68 are still out. He passes the 68. Where's the 22 on the backstretch?
Oh yeah, 22 got out way ahead, man.
Yeah.
And apparently I'm
So
dropping frames. I don't know why.
And he will most likely get this stage win. John Greed. We haven't talked too much about him. He's on GER with Greg Irwin in that tied ride. And he's going to come off of turn 4, look towards the tri-oval. John Greed.
How about that?
Will be your stage winner.
Where did he come from?
As he comes across the line. We should get the caution here.
Isn't it after
They can
the top
look
10
at the
crosses line?
There it is.
There it
Caution
is.
is out.
Wow.
Yeah, the stream is pretty jittery, but John Greed.
Yeah, it's telling me I'm skipping
Stage
frames, and I don't know why, because everything's running fine according to what I've got in front of me, so whatever.
It's jittering on my end pretty badly. So John is going to try to find wherever the pace car is.
Yeah.
It might be good here. I don't know. I've got the stream pulled up in another tab here. It's late night. We can resolve these issues and talk about it. It's whatever.
Yeah.
As long
I'm
as we
pulling
can.
it up on my phone to see if what it's doing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still doing it.
I wouldn't know because I got to deal with an ad first.
Well, John Greed has moved up
Skipped
to
frames
the
again.
pace car. I don't know. John Greed out in front, catches the pace car. I don't believe anybody's going to go down pit road.
Okay, well, now that I'm watching, it seems to be alright.
I don't know exactly why it would be going down now, or
Okay, there was...
why the quality would be going down now.
Okay, yeah, there's a little bit of jittering, but not a lot.
Oh, it was pretty bad, like, when we were under speed.
Yeah. I just don't know what to... I don't know how to fix it if I don't know what to get, like...
Do you think maybe it's a bitrate issue?
I wouldn't think so, considering that everything's running at the same that it was earlier.
I don't know then. Going down pit road, the 22.
Yeah, everybody.
But we've got a lot of people staying out. The 24.
Oh, yeah, right. The 59,
John Fay stays out.
Greg.
John Fay.
Torres.
Greg. Torres.
Field.
I believe that's it.
Field and Johnny.
Johnny, yes. And the 13 stays out. Well, hopefully the stream resolves itself. We've got 9 people on the stream now.
I don't know how to fix that there. I really can't do much about it. I'm sorry.
All right. If worse comes to worse and we have a great finish, we can just resolve the audio and re-record the...
Well, keep in mind that every stream that I do gets recorded onto my computer, so...
Yeah.
So, like, I'll have everything, and it'll look fine in the recording, I think. I hope. I don't know.
Yeah. So, technical difficulties
so
after dark.
I'll upload all 3 of these things tonight.
It's the ORN way, apparently. But we have 8 people. I believe one of those is Jacob, checking on his phone.
Yeah, it is. Guess I'm still watching it,
But,
so yeah.
But it's alright. We still got 6 people here. And yeah, it's looking good right now, so
Whatever.
hello to Travis out there.
You might have missed
Oh,
it.
you were missing like it was like 1 frame every 2 seconds, so maybe it was a speed issue. Like everybody was on speed and it was just dropping. I don't know, but it looks like it's good now.
Why wouldn't it? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's okay. It's okay. We're all good. They are double filing here, but the lights are still on the pace car.
12:07.
Yep. Midnight. ORN.
Happy Sunday morning. We'll see you for ORL.
And
here comes
multiple
everybody else
guys
on
are going
pit
down
road.
pit road. Even people who pitted before.
Fitzwater stays out. David. The 23, I think that
I believe
is.
that is the 7, yes.
Yeah, that Powers.
The Powers.
And the
Pentor.
DuPont thing. Pentor, yeah, that's his name.
Looking back, I believe those are the only 4 that stayed out.
Yep, that's it.
So Fitzwater is your leader. Lights are still on the pace car.
Ugh.
Whew. Yeah, it's looking good now. So, for all you 7 people out there, we just
brave.
completed stage 1. And we are ready, about ready, once these lights get off. We can get back under green and hopefully we can stay green. But who knows? We might see another caution, and that would be beneficial for those guys that are a little bit queasy about green flag stops. So we shall see how this plays out. So looking here, the 22 is taking a voluntary EOLL. So why he is back there. 59, what is he doing? I don't know.
Yeah, I saw
Doing
that.
some extreme tire warming here.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta find some fun somewhere on the racetrack. I get it.
Especially when you're this tired. I'm
Yeah.
sure a lot of people are tired.
Yeah, this is.
Well,
something
Brett Bodine
interesting.
surely isn't.
Brett Bodine never sleeps. He just plugs into the wall at the end of the night.
He lives in that pace car.
His home burned down when the pace car caught on fire a couple of years ago, you know. And
The wings will be
probably
extra
get-
crispy tonight.
Probably get 1 degree this time, and here comes everybody But a couple.
The usual suspects
Sean
for
stays out.
pitting this late, as they know that they will be getting the 1 to go signal this time.
They hope they'll be getting the 1 to go signal this time. They don't know that for sure quite yet.
Well, are you ready for the long haul? We'll be
I'm just hoping they don't wreck until the last lap.
All right, we're going to be restarting with 25 laps to go at Talladega Super Speedway.
All right, let's go 20.
They go down into turn 1. The race off of pit road there.
Make it as fast as
looks
possible.
like Ricky Johnson able to obtain 5th position here.
Ricky Johnson, does that mean he's a 7-time champ and good at super speedways? Good hypothetically, because Stenhouse is just wrecks people. No?
I don't know.
Or is it like Ricky Taylor, so it's like a 15-time champ?
Is he Ricky Rudd, Ricky Bobby? Who knows?
Oh, Ricky Bobby, there you go. 7-time champion and complete wreck.
I mean, Jamie Pintor, winner of the 2010 Daytona 500.
Greg Irwin, the crew chief.
Crew chief for Paul Menard.
You know.
Yeah, I'm sure he's heard that joke like 5 million times already.
Yeah.
Lights are off on the pace car. They go through turns 3 and 4. Ready to get this race back underway. Hope all you 5 people out there are ready for a good one.
Yeah.
It's Talladega. We're ready to get this thing back green. Fitzwater leads them down. Powers, Pintor, Fay, Johnson, Hartnett, Field, Alvarez, and Torres. They come down. Coming down slowly, coming to the restart zone. Thing around that 75 mile per hour range. There they go. Green flag is back out at Talladega.
Yeah, they're shuffling around already. Good grief.
Oh my goodness, that's
4
7.
wide, 4 wide.
Here comes Pintor down to the inside. We haven't talked about him all day. And here he is. He planned on staying in the back of the pack, and now here he is making his charge towards the front. These guys are not good on fuel, so they'll have to make a stop. Here comes the 83 looking to the inside. What a move. Hartnett to the lead.
Bold.
That was a bold move by the 83. You're right. And Hartnett goes to the lead. But Pintor, looking underneath, looks to the outside. Can't do it there. As they head into the tri-oval. On the back bumper. Oh, man!
Wow, what a save.
Got real sideways.
He used the power of Michael Waltrip to hang onto that car. Good grief.
I have no idea.
It was right
Here
by the
comes
Michael
Ricky
Waltrip
Johnson. And Christian Torres. Off of turn 2. Hartnett still out in front.
Here comes Johnson.
And the 27 is out. Okay, he's back.
He's always been
2 by 2 from 4th place on back. The outside slowly dying, but we shall see it coming back here soon.
And these guys are all over each other here at the front.
Oh, yeah. That's restrictor plate racing right there. Look at the 59, almost onto the apron there underneath Christian Torres. He held to 3rd place. The 22, John Greed from the back of the pack up to 4th now. In only 3 laps.
He won the stage. He's man on the mission right now.
Oh, yeah. You talk about confidence. Those little things, they can do a lot for confidence. And that 22 looks confident. Into turn 3. Approaching the halfway bonus.
We already did the halfway bonus, Jimmy.
You know what? Shut up. And if I recall correctly...
No, stop. Of course you screw the math up as drive-thru type something in chat.
All right.
you
drive-through.
There you go. There it is. All right, can we get back to the race, please?
Yeah. All right, so they're single file right now. There's a little bit of 2x2 action back there with Johnny Gardner, but not much there. And as far as the halfway bonus goes, I believe that went to Jonathan Fitzwater.
Yes.
Out in front
whoever
is-
was leading at the restart lap.
Yeah. So Hartnett out in front, Ricky Johnson in second. They're staying single file right now. Probably expecting a...
Are there tryouts for ORN when, like, if you can't count correctly, you get rejected?
Oh, man.
Maybe
All
that's
right.
why we haven't invited you back.
Here comes Fjeld to the outside of the 93. All the threes out here.
You tried doing math at 12:15 drive-through.
Here comes the 59 to the outside. He's got help from John Greed and Greg Irwin. We haven't seen Greg. We've only seen Greg Irwin up there about once.
Yeah.
He's going to make a charge back up here. Oh, trouble! Hard into the wall.
Big
the
wreck.
59 hard into the wall. Multiple cars involved. The 22 rolling over.
Oh,
the stage
that
winner.
went to confidence. Man,
David Alvarez
that was
involved.
a bad one.
Alvarez involved. His bad luck continues. They do not race back. Hartnett will lead them down to the caution flag.
Man, that reminded me of that 2006 truck race when they got killed into the wall. Oh man, David! I didn't even see David get involved in that. He hit the wall hard. Just looks like the 59 just got a bad bump from the 22, hooked him right into the 93, and just came back up.
Yeah,
22 was just a passenger on that deal.
I'm surprised the 93 didn't get any more than he did.
I'm surprised the 59 didn't completely go upside down.
That was a hard hit for
He
both.
killed
the
the
22.
wall.
Oh, and David hit the wall a ton as well.
Oh, and John Green rolled down the banking. I know it's because of the grip, but still.
Yeah.
It just, oh.
My goodness.
2-3 rolls. Man. This car's still running, though. I don't think anybody dropped out from the crash. Oh, no, the one, yeah, nobody has. The only car that did was the one after the spin on pit road.
Their first official caution here at lap 30. And here comes Hartnett down.
This will barely put them in their window. They may want to top off here at the end.
The 13, 8, 82, and 68 stay out. Let's see what happens here on pit road. Hartnett leads them down as they stop in their boxes. Fuel only for some of these guys. Here comes Sean. Whoa! My goodness. Completely blocked the 83 there to win it off pit road. What is going on between the 83 and the 4? My goodness. Anyhow.
A little bit of anger.
Back in the front. Lemke. Will he stay out there, though? I believe he will go down pit road.
I think they're all going to come back in and top off just to ensure that they're going to be able to make it
Probably.
all the way to the end, because this would barely put them in their window. If they get a little bit more fuel to top off, I think that would ease the tension a little bit on whether or not they can make it.
And we talked about that with Sean and that strategy of just topping off on fuel and doing it as much of. But the way that he drove off of pit road, it seemed like that he was doing that for his life. So he might stay out on track. If anybody's going to stay out on track, I would expect 24. Don't know what the 4 is doing right now, trying to go up on the outside. Maybe he was trying to slow down. Now he goes back. Don't know why I'm in spectator cam. Lemke out front. Greg Irwin second. These top 4 probably going to go down pit road. Most definitely the 68 after that hard hit into the wall. Surprisingly, not much front end damage, but a lot of side damage. Well, the 24 is going to go down. But Lemke, there they go. And
David
what
stays
in the
out.
world? David Alvarez stays out. What?
Bold.
My goodness. Oh. Okay.
I love the pictures of Michael Waltrip in the grass. That must have taken so much time for the people to paint.
I honestly did not even know that that was a thing. I'm gonna be real.
You
I did
you
not
can see them on TV1 when they come through the tri-oval. And TV and
I'm gonna have to look at that. Hold on. Oh my god.
There's young Michael Waltrip and old Michael Waltrip.
I believe that is a Kurt Scott reference. If I'm not mistaken.
I would say so, just a little bit.
That, wow.
Not
Although,
screams Kurt Scott
I'm gonna,
anything, you know?
being honest here, I think I can see NASCAR actually doing that.
I can't. Otherwise, they would have done it for Junior when he retired.
Well, David out in front for now. He should be going down pit road because I don't know how in the world he is that confident in that car that it's just going to run good. He also needs fuel, nonetheless.
Maybe he's banking on another caution, but if he stays up there, he very well could be the next caution. So
yeah,
he's got to be careful of it.
So he's probably going to come down this time. He's low on the track. The 7 hasn't gone down pit road, I don't think. No, never mind. He did first time. So, he might be good. Fitzwater. Second might be getting a good restart here. Again. We shall see. David goes down. The 7 does not. 05 does not. Who does? Ricky Johnson. 22, 59, 82, 83. We should be getting the lights off here. Everyone out there in the audience, we're setting up for a good finish here at Talladega. Hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. It's a little bit slow during these cautions, but
yep,
we're ready to get this thing underway. The lights are out on the pace car. Brett Bodine brings them down into turn 1. With Steve Powers out in front. Fitzwater second. Sean Fade third. Lemke fourth. Gregerwin fifth. Torres sixth. And Jamie Pintor in 7th. The 93 won the race off pit road. Ricky Johnson, Manuel Hartnett, Bield, Johnny Gardner, John Greed, David Alvarez. As they head down the backstretch, you see a lot of these guys who did not have a very good finish in last race at Daytona. Maybe looking for some redemption here. David Alvarez, one of those guys who was looking for redemption, unfortunately caught in another wreck in this race. So he may not be a factor, but we've seen weird things. We saw a car without a deck lid at Daytona win 2nd place. So, anything's possible. As long as you have faith. And hopefully, David's very faithful. Pace car comes around turn 4.
All right.
Ready to take that hard left down. Ready to get this race back underway. I don't know if they're... I don't know if they're good on fuel. They might be.
I would think so. The people
Possibly.
that stayed out this last time, they might be a little close, but I think for the most part, we should be able to make it without any issues.
Well, here we go. Second race for ORN with Saturday Night Shootout is about to be concluded. Who's going to win it? Here they come down. Green flag is out at Talladega. Back underway as they go towards turn 1. 7 gets the early jump. 8 blinks. And the 24 lets the 05 in.
Man,
Fitzwater.
these guys are spread out all over the place again.
That's the theme with these restarts that we've seen. Here comes the 05. Fitzwater down to the inside. He's got Sean Fay behind him. Here comes Greg. Up behind Sean. Whoa, my goodness, that was almost big.
Yeah,
the
I thought
4
they were
and the
wrecking.
83 went way down.
I don't know how they survived
Went
that.
IndyCar style down to the inside. Here they come down. Through the tri-oval. Single file for the first 5 cars as they come around. 15 laps to go. Fitzwater out in front. Fay in second. Irwin third. Here comes Irwin to the inside. The 24 is going to try to help out the 05. Look at Pinter trying to force it through the middle. Thinks better of it. Here comes the 83 to the outside. He's got help from Ricky Johnson.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be enough there. 2 cars versus the rest of the field.
Not quite. Greg Irwin out in front. Christian Torres. Oh, trouble. No. David upside down. Multiple cars upside down.
There it is.
Oh, my goodness.
David got hooked. The 7 just came down the racetrack.
And David is still rolling. A lot of damage to that 68. Emmanuel Hartnett involved.
Man. That was...
Steve Powers.
That was a little uncalled for there. Powers just turned left and kept coming down thinking he was clear, but he wasn't clear. It just...
David.
He just kept coming down the racetrack, and David moved up just a little bit, like an inch. And just... There was a car there, and he didn't know it, and just got hooked.
Let me see what I can see here. The 7 moves down.
And then the 68 just barely moves up, and
I think that was a reaction move from the 7 hitting him.
Ricky Johnson and
Hartnett had nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. Hartnett went up in the air. Oh man!
And look at David flipping over.
Crash.
Once, twice, 3 times, multiple times, up into the fence.
Yeah, he went
rolling
up
down
back
the
to
banking.
Fence. The 63 at least rolled over once, but the 68 he flipped the wrong way. 1, 2, 3.
David
4,
Alvarez.
5, 6.
His bad luck continues,
7.
and
David
his car's
7
smoking.
times in the tri-oval. His car's junked.
Oh yeah.
All right, so the pits.
I don't think there's any.
Here come a
I
couple.
don't think there's any fixing for that. Here comes the 82, 59, 93.
I don't know how much the 93 and the 83 have damage. How much they'll be able to contend, but.
Now, will we see anybody else come down pit road though, or will they try to do the top off strategy? Will they really need it? Greg Irwin out in front, Torres second, Pintor third, Fitzwater fourth, and I believe Sean Fay fifth. My goodness, what a race we've had so far. And of all the people in that crash, you really had to feel for David.
Yeah.
You know, he had the terrible luck in the first race, and this race ends up in smoke. David's still on pit road, getting tires and repairs now. Or will be. He'll be there for a while. He'll probably go down a lap. Man. Well, Greg Irwin out in front. We still have, this time, 12 to go. We should be restarting with about 11 to go. So if you're just tuning in, as I know a couple were, this was a doubleheader night. First at Daytona, where Christian Torres took over that win over Cameron Reichenbach. Now we're here at Talladega, and this doubleheader was spurred from the Easter weekend, where they did not really take into account of that. They took a vote, and people wanted a doubleheader. So, here we are at Talladega, almost 39 laps in. They come across the stripe. And the lights are still on. Just waiting for the race to get back underway. So it looks like we will have 10 laps to go when this race restarts. Jacob, you say that we might want to take a little FedEx break here, by chance?
Nah, no, okay.
All right, I'm good with that. Don't listen to me then.
I just don't care. Getting yelled at more, so love that.
So we have everybody else still on track. The one is the only one that is retired, as far as I can tell. What a lengthy caution we have here.
And they've all been pretty long.
David Alvarez is still on the track. He is going to go a lap down. But he is making his way back up onto the racetrack here on the backstretch. And Johnny Gardner has issues. Just got... Not sure what happened to Johnny on the backstretch. He was just kind of stopped. But he's going now.
I wonder if he had to do something in real life. I have no idea.
What was that?
I don't know, like, if he had something else that he had to do.
I'm not sure what happened with Johnny Gardner as the lights are out.
Matters. So we'll have 10 to go.
We're ready to get this thing back underway the next time around. A 10-lap shootout.
This'll be interesting.
At Saturday Night Shootout. At Talladega Super Speedway.
Apologize for how loud the mic was there.
That's fine.
Just moving it closer so you can hear me.
That sounds good.
So I stopped getting yelled at.
All right, so Gregor went out in front. I believe the winningest driver in SNS. Then you have Christian Torres, the rookie, in the number 4. Jimmy Pinter in the 27. The 05 of Jonathan Fitzwater. John Fay, who was a 2-time winner last season. Andrew Lemke, another rookie to SNS. John Greed, not a stranger to SNS. The rest of the field. As we come through turn 3. Are you all ready for a 10-lap shootout? Because I know I am. Midnight racing in daytime Talladega, Alabama. Ready to get this thing restarted. The splash and go. Dodge. The Challenger, one of those two.
It's a Dodge, who cares? Maybe it's a Dart, who really knows?
Well, it darts off to the left onto pit road.
God damn it. Okay, here we go.
Irwin, Torres, Pinter, Fitzwater, Fay, green flag, back out under the Talladega.
What was that?
Don't worry about that.
Goodness.
It's standard fare for my commentary.
Yep.
Side by side still for the lead. But everybody's abandoning the outside. Looks like it will go to Irwin. Still a bit blinky out there, but still there. Here comes Fitzwater to the inside.
Man, David's car's really slow. He's lost the draft already.
Yeah.
He's just out here for points in case the rest of the field piles it up.
Imagine what kind of story that would be if everybody just piled up, retired, and he just took the win.
Well,
Fitzwater out in front. I've seen weirder. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, at this point, it's definitely possible.
Fitzwater out in front. Pintor second. Bay third. Here comes the 22, John Greed. after flipping over, is in 4th position. Oh my
And his car
goodness.
clearly didn't get that much damage. They just left Fitzwater out to dry.
And here comes the 27 to the outside. Jamie Pintor, Sean Fay, up to push. 22 has nowhere to stay but the outside. Fay hanging on to his back bumper. Almost looked to the inside, couldn't do it there. And the 27 is through to the lead. Whoa, onto the apron. Fitzwater moves up into 2nd place. Here comes Jonathan Field. The 2 Jonathans, 2nd and 3rd. The other John is up there on the outside in the 22. Look at the move by the 8.
Man,
He gets
oh man.
blocked by the 59. And that allows the 4 to move to the inside. My goodness. 7 laps to go. No, wait, that's 8. I don't want to hear it drive through if you're still there. Oh boy. Pintor out in front. Using the low line. I don't know if that's going to be a penalty or not. Because we know about that low lining. Whoa, my goodness. That apron is death.
Yeah, it is.
Almost created a bad situation there. Here they come. Off the corner.
You see, they're back to single file, kind of like they were at Daytona. I don't like this.
I'm sure some of them are liking it. 7 laps to go. Here comes Fitzwater to the inside.
That was
Not quite.
close.
Oh my goodness, he's hitting that apron.
What happened to that inside line roll, man? Man.
Oh, here he comes to the outside. Is anybody going to help him? No.
Shut up, drive through.
Unfortunate.
Man, here comes Fjeld. Here comes everybody.
Field to 2nd. Torres 3rd. Lemke 4th. And Ricky Johnson up to 5th. And check it out. Johnny Gardner moving his way towards
Where did
the
he
top
come
5.
from?
Haven't seen him all race. But maybe he can make something happen. Looking to the outside. Nothing. Pintor. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, he just... Oh, that could have been deadly.
Man.
Wow.
What a block. He is going to conduct this field like a chaotic symphony out here. 59 looks, 27 blocks. Less than 6 laps to go here at Talladega.
Nobody
Here comes
wants to
Torres
work
looking
together.
to the outside. Can't do it. The front 6 are single file as they come through turns 3 and 4. Out of turn 4, Pintor trying to go for the win at Talladega.
5 to
Who's going
go.
to make the move first? 5 laps to go. Looks to the outside. Still can't do it. Needs to get the run off of this corner. Try to get to his inside or his outside. But will he get any help on the outside? We've seen passes on the inside by themselves, but I don't know about a lonesome outside pass.
I don't think it'll be enough. They're going to need help to win this race.
Fitzwater to the outside for 5th. The
It's just
outside
nobody wants to
almost
work
formed
together.
up there, but the 0-5 moved down. And now they're going to go 3 wide back there.
That's not going to help them. It's going to hurt them.
No, not at all. 4 laps to go. Pintor still on that apron. Living dangerously here. Oh, looks to the outside. Can't do it. He's going to need help from that 4 if he's going to make it.
You just
And they're
can't get
nose
by
to
the
tail.
27.
Yeah,
Here it
He
goes.
comes down to the inside. Here comes Field. Can't
Blocked
do it.
him.
Blocked. Pintor keeps the lead.
He moved
stay
up
single
after
file.
he moved up after Fjeld gave him the bumper there. It's not going to help
Looking
anybody.
To the inside. Gone.
Oh, he's back.
Out in front still. 4 laps to go at Talladega.
No, 3 to go.
3 to go, sorry. And the 27 still protects his turf. Not able to do anything here. Torres looking underneath.
Oh, bumper grab.
Bumper grab. And hangs on to it. Looks to the inside of the 27.
It's 12:40.
This time? He's got a nose
He's got
under.
it this time.
Almost contact as they go through turn 3.
Oh, boys.
Here comes Torres looking underneath the 59. And Lemke looking for third. Oh, almost gets shuffled out by the 93.
It's going to be close right here. 2 to go.
Field to the lead. 2 laps to go. Torres looks to the outside. Will he get any help if he makes a move? Lemke in third. Will those two try to work together? They're still single file for the first 6 positions. Here comes the 4 down to the inside, almost onto the apron. Torres.
Oh, man.
Looking to win for a second time in a row in one night.
Yeah, he already won
Torres
Daytona.
to the lead. Lemke in second.
I think
Johnson third. Fitzwater fourth. Hartnett fifth.
I think this increases the intensity now. I think people really want to get by this fort knowing that he already won once.
Here we go. White flag. Here comes Ricky Johnson to the inside of the 13. What a block. Through the tri-oval. White flag is out. One more lap to go at Talladega. Who's it going to be? Torres, Lemke, Johnson, Fitzwater, Hartnett. Your top 5. As
All
they
single
head through
file.
turns 1 and 2.
They're not close enough. 4 car's going to win
Onto
this
the
race.
backstretch. Here comes the 13. Will anybody go with him? Here comes the 93. 3 wide as they go down the backstretch.
Wow.
Here comes the 93 down to the inside. Ricky
What
Johnson.
a move.
And Lemke
Wow.
takes over the lead from that move. Andrew Lemke.
He had no help trouble.
Multiple cars involved in the backstretch. Almost. They saved it. Here they come off of turn 4. The 13 moves to the outside.
I can't
tries to
believe
block.
that.
Here comes the 93. Can he make a move? Looks to the back.
Got it.
bumper. Can't do
Lemke.
it. Andrew Lemke wins at Talladega.
Oh, now they're wrecking.
Oh, and a huge crash behind.
Sean. Fjeld. Johnny.
Andrew Lemke wins in
Wow.
his first season of Saturday Night Shootout in ISRL. What a finish.
Well, Jimmy, you got your finish.
Wow.
That was awesome.
And everybody giving him the congratulatory bump.
Hey, we can actually interview this one.
My goodness. We talked to him during the race break. He said that he wanted to stay in the front as long as he could. And it paid off for him in this instance. He's had a string of bad luck in rubbing and racing motorsports. But tonight, he definitely earned this win after an incredible battle for the last lap. This was definitely worth staying up to 12:30. As now, he's going to attempt to do a burnout. With this gripped up surface, I'm not sure.
Got
he did it.
Kind
Sort
of.
of. It's sort of working.
Except for the fact that there's no smoke.
59, I guess, coming over there to congratulate
I don't
him.
know what he's doing.
Yeah. Just doing donuts around him now.
Stay up on the top of the track.
And don't know what this
Are they
is all about.
teammates?
I don't know.
I guess
I believe they are. Don't know exactly what they're doing there, but I guess it's
No smoke.
congratulatory.
Love it.
Yeah. Too grippy.
Well, it's because they're on the wrong side of the track. The top part of the track, there's smoke.
That's true.
So it's something with the track.
Is he gonna? All right, let's try to bring him in here. Try to interview the winner.
Here he is.
Andrew, you got us loud and clear? This the ORM booth?
Yeah, I hear you.
Andrew, you've had a string of bad luck in R&R and here, but tonight you get the win. Tell us all about that last lap. What was going through your mind? How does it feel?
It feels good because I've always had an intimidation with going up high because I never know if someone's going to actually go with me. But luckily, Ricky Johnson, who is an amazing driver, came and pushed me, and I was just barely able to clear Torres. And I don't know, somehow it worked out. I did not expect it to. Did not think we'd have the momentum we did, but definitely feels nice to win something and also save the replay.
Yeah, yeah. For all those out there, he actually did win a race, but unfortunately did not save the replay, and as per the rule, got the win taken away in Rubbin and Racing Motorsports. But this is a win that you can keep, and you earned it. You earned it completely. That was an incredible finish. Just take us through what was going through your mind on the front stretch when you had all those guys behind you jockeying for position.
Yeah, at first I did not know if I was going to make it to the start finish line, because I knew that they had a good gap on me and they would be able to get a run on me at that point. But I just sort of kind of blocked the 93 as he kind of tried to dive underneath, and somehow it worked out. It's just one of those things where it like happens so fast that you can only remember it in the moment. Like right now, it's just kind of a blur, really.
Well, I guess it'll probably settle in after everybody gets a good night's rest here, because we have gone way past what we expected. But great. But it's a great win for you. You definitely deserve this one. Great win for you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
All right, so
there it is. That's the end of the broadcast for tonight. This went on way longer than we expected, but we got a lot of people. We got a lot of people to watch the stream. I think we hit a peak of 12 viewers, which is really good.
Multiple times.
Thank you all for coming out to watch. But that is the end of this doubleheader stream from Talladega and Daytona. I'm Jimmy Powell III, along with my colleague Jacob Hitz. So long from Talladega, Alabama.